An ancient evil awakened to slaughter his family. A mythical quest was revealed. Treacherous perils await. Lovers bound by destiny. Darkness gathers as a new game begins. One man's rage will shape worlds. Kordrath, The Awakening. Only on Indiegogo. Back it now!
I told that moron not to take out my Tchaikovsky tape. No matter, let's get started. Here we are, Nancy Moon. The last time we left our heroine, she had just joined my esteemed colleagues at level M. We have the soldier who knows speak talking, a magician with money issues, and a vampire with a checkered past. But there are other teammates she's yet to meet. One in particular might be a little bit shocking for her. I do hope she's not allergic. Back it today, won't you? Like right now.
Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a pastor, doctor. I got a 6 sense for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game while you playing with me. You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break things. Can't control me. I got the power. I got the keys. Cause I break the chains. here. That fucking hacks. So look up and smell the shit. It ain't that bad. It's all the master plan. And what a number and that. But you don't care and you'll toss me up. Cause I'll make you think. Spin right in my face. And put me in my place. I'm just a stupid kid with nothing but frustration. I gotta trace it up now. Satisfied with the way that I've been lied to. There's nothing I can do by myself. Oh. I wish I wasn't alone and maybe second guess myself less. I wish I loved my home, but I feel like oil and water. Spin right in my face and put me in my place. I'm just a stupid kid with nothing but frustration. I chase it up now. I'm satisfied with the way that I've been lied to. There's nothing I can do by myself. Oh. And it pollutes my head instead, setting me free. All we know is that you're goddamn right, I'm taking the head. I was born in the deathbed of this culture. You're goddamn right, I'm sick of this shit. And I refuse your reputation to sit down. Spin right in my face and put me in my place. I'm just a stupid kid with nothing but frustration. And I chase it up, not satisfied with the way that I've been lied to. There's nothing I can do by myself alone. I can't stop wondering if this is the end. Will it all be up to me? Will I have a friend? No, I can't stop wondering if this is the end. Will it all be up to me? Will I have a friend? I can't stop wondering if the sky is black. And will it all fade into blue? Just like the memory of you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Comicsgate Commandos, number 35. Wow, what a quick election that was. Last time it took 20 days. This time it took no days. Frankly, we dodged a huge disaster there, everybody. Let me bring on my co-hosts for this evening. We have Colonel Carbon Hart. What's up, Carbon?
We're back. Hail. We did it.
That we did. Let's bring on the rest of the guests here. Well, guests, the co-hosts. Dr. Ben. What's up, Dr. Ben?
We fucking did it. Hell yeah.
We fucking did it. Very nice indeed. And
Doing
obviously,
the damn thing.
there you go. I don't have a MAGA hat, but I got as close as I could get. This is my bird of prey hat. Anyway, we've got Frederick Gumont. What's up, Frederick?
First Bitcoin president, freed Ross on day one. Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are graced by a special guest this evening, the original General Scab. Good eye, mate.
Good evening, you lot. Congratulations on your win. Brilliant.
Thank you, thank you.
Hail, Johnny. Good to see you.
What's up,
Good to
Johnny?
see you, Carbon.
Hey,
Good to see
Johnny.
you, Ben. And Frederick. Nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh yeah, you guys have not met before. Yeah, Johnny, this is the first person I've added to the Comicsgate Commandos outside of your authority.
I am aware of Frederick. I've seen his art and I follow him on Twitter, I think, but I've never met him in person.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic evening it is. Whether or not you're, it doesn't really matter what side you're on. Just know that the economy's about to get a lot better. So, oh my God. Are you guys?
The country's going to get better. The world's about to get better.
How do you
Everything
guys,
is about to get better.
did you guys think it happened fast? I honestly, I thought it was going to take 20, 30 days. What do you guys think?
It had to happen this way. I mean, if it was too tight and contested, we would have had 4 years of hell stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
So now he's got the popular vote as well, and it's a convincing victory.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it went a lot smoother than I expected. I was prepared for the worst, kind of, and
I
it's surreal.
was expecting them to do a recount and some dodgy shit like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We got a lot of people in the chat here. Let's say hello to everybody here. We've got Adam Weber, who he gets the prize for being first in the chat this time. Frederick, what happened, man?
Hey, if you're going to be first in the chat, you rise that American flag to the top of the chat poll.
Yeah.
And I think that should be a new ritual for the first one gets in chat to put the
That's
flag
a
up there.
fantastic idea. He's got to recon, the chat to see if there's any commies or Marxists though first.
You got to make sure the chat is secured always.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that idea of raising the flag there. That's cool. And a "Don't Tread on Me" flag too, if they have that in the emotes.
We should get that as a special emoticon or something.
Yes, we should. Or you could just put a snake there. If you can't find that, just put a snake. Frederick Gumont, there he is. He's right here. Wolf and Bear, what's up, dog? How you doing, man? Welcome
Peace is
back.
the price.
Hansel Hauser. Hansel. Love it with the trees, dude. I love it. You never give up with the trees. We got Katie Did, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Katie, you can come on anytime you want. I think I did send you the link. I know I did. We have Chuck Reardon. What's up, Chuck Reardon? How you doing, man? I'm glad there's a lot of people in the chat here who were there for the no. I wasn't trying to ignore Johnny. I just introduced Johnny. Johnny Scab's here. Obviously, everybody knows this. He's right there.
I'm all good. You don't have to introduce me. I'm all right. Don't worry about me.
I don't want to step on any toes here. We've got Adam Weber. Up Adam Weber. He was the very first person. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it. We got Benjamin Soto. I know you've been here before, Benjamin, so welcome back. Bill. And we have Forest Pub. Welcome back, Forest Pub. Nice to see you, dude. Thank you for your votes, he says. We got Immortal Rising comic book. Hey, you want to come on Immortal Rising? If you do, just hit me up a DM in the X and I'll send it on down. And then we got Catalyst Vault. Catalyst Vault, what's going on, dog? How you doing today? Tonight, I mean. It's a great night. So, gosh, there's so many great things. Did you guys see that that Peanut, the squirrel, his ghost crossed the Harris
Yeah.
Here, let me show you this shit. This is
That was a
funny
brilliant
shit.
troll, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Okay, I've got a lot of things here saved, but here it is. Whoops. Come on. That's not what I... Okay, here we are. Look at this. You see him? Amazing. You can't escape justice, status pigs.
I was going to bring this up if you hadn't shown it. Kind of crazy, really. I mean, what are the chances? A squirrel crossing that runway, you know? And like, it's like the Matrix is revealing itself, I feel.
Yes.
It's like God was like, "Hey, squirrel, do this quick favor for me. I want the people to know." Chuck says he still knows where to find the nuts. Yes. It is. It's a sign. In the olden days, people would have seen this as an omen. I'm surprised Johnny hasn't piped up because Johnny's all about the druid stuff. You know what I mean? They're all about omens.
Mess with the squirrel, you get the nuts.
Yeah, apparently a squirrel's a sign of good fortune. If you see a squirrel running in front of you. Really?
Except if you're a Democrat, I think.
Yeah, well, right.
It just stuck its head up, right? It didn't run out of that.
No. There's a squirrel running across the stage there. Did you see that? You didn't see it?
I thought it was just stuck its head up. Maybe I was looking at the
one of them puts their head up and one of them goes behind the speakers.
Mm-hmm.
There's two of them?
Across the stage, dude. Yeah. Wild. You know, I kind of feel bad because literally the day before that story came out about the status pigs killing that guy's squirrel, I was out hunting squirrels.
Oh.
we got two of them and we skinned them and ate them. Now I feel bad.
At least tell me you didn't take pictures of you next to the squirrel like a trophy.
No, that would be embarrassing because it's just a squirrel.
You ate the squirrel?
Are you allowed to eat them in America?
Oh, yeah.
You can catch them.
Yeah, if you can get it and it's on your property, bro, you can do whatever you want with it.
You're allowed to kill them over
whatever you want.
They're pests, but we're not allowed to eat them. It's against animal.
What?
Really? They're good eating, dude. I mean, I would say there's a lot of work going into getting the amount of meat that you get back, but they taste good, you know?
What's it taste like?
You know, you're gonna hate me for saying this. It tasted like squirrel. Like you gotta once you smell them while you're hunting them, that smell is associated with the taste, and it's just a very particular thing. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, well, if you were to compare it to, let's say, chicken, where is it between chicken and beef?
Something's more like rabbit, isn't it? A bit tougher.
It's certainly tougher. I've never had rabbit personally, but it's very tough. You got to cook it slow if you want it to be soft. But I would say it tastes somewhat like somewhere between. It doesn't taste like chicken. Chicken tastes very distinct. It tastes like beef mixed with mutton, if that makes any sense.
So it's a bit gamey.
Yeah.
They describe it as gamey, right?
Like venison.
Yes. Yeah, like venison. Exactly. It does taste a lot more like venison than anything else now that you say that. Yeah.
Chuck Reardon asked pork texture.
No, it's more like like when you're eating Chinese food and you get pork fried rice. It's like the pork in that. So not
Right.
like pork
Yeah.
normally tastes like texture-wise, but like that. I don't
Maybe
know.
that's actually squirrel in the pork fried rice.
Nice.
You know, or cat or something. You know, you never know.
Hey, you don't think about that. Like
What's up, Wrangler?
everyone always makes fun of Chinese restaurants saying they got eating cats and whatnot. It's been like a timeless thing that people always say, right? No one bats an eye. Start saying the Haitians are eating cats.
If you look at what they eat in China, like if you watch some videos of what they sell on the web markets, I don't put anything past them.
God, have you guys seen that video of white guys
In-
doing
in
street food
England,
like Indian guys
we
do?
used to have a lot of red squirrels, but then someone introduced
Go ahead, Johnny.
squirrel, and it killed all of our squirrels. So they're endangered now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like, is it a black squirrel that y'all got over there, or is that what we got?
No,
It's
we
like
used
black,
to-
gray, and red.
You got
right?
like grey squirrels. Yeah, grey ones. Our natural ones were red ones, and the grey ones attacked all the red ones and killed them off.
Huh. You know, it's funny you say that. I was just my other friend at work was telling me how he was hunting some other squirrels, but they weren't eating these ones. He shot one, and he said it was belly up, and he saw it from a distance, and he was going to go get it later, but it started getting dragged away, and they noticed that the other squirrels were dragging it away into their little dens. Apparently, they cannibalized one another.
Oh.
I had no idea.
Well, that would make sense. Hamsters and mice and stuff.
Maybe they were going to bury him and give him a funeral.
Yeah, that's what I think would happen. It's like
Bury him in the belly.
Put him on a longboat and set it on fire out on the river. That's I think the way Johnny wants to go. By the way, he wants to be put on a longboat and hit.
I've actually said to my missus that I want to be stuffed and put on the roof with animatronics.
Of course you do.
That'd be amazing.
That's obvious solution there. I like it.
So, unless you guys have any better suggestions, I was thinking maybe we could watch Donald J. Trump's acceptance speech.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. It's a bit long, so if you guys have things you want to say in between, certainly let me know. And chat, please let me know if it's too loud or if somebody's too quiet. I rely upon you guys for that.
Before we start that, do you want? Yeah, it was Johnny that found that thing with where we were talking about the Commandos.
Well, I was wondering if we could do the Trump stuff first and then move on to because we've also got the Dark Gift last neutral ground stream that we like. It's like 7 hours of shit we could go over there.
That's what we're doing.
So I don't know if we want to like. I don't care what we do first. We could do either first, but we should stick to one subject first and then move on to the next one.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
You're the general.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
get the Trump stuff out of the way.
Yeah, since I'm the general, we're gonna watch Trump's victory speech here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. I should probably share it first. Wow, I'm a dummy.
Here we go. And let's go.
Here we go.
Thank you very much. Wow.
Millions and millions of people.
Well, I want to thank you all very much. This is great. These are our friends. We have thousands of friends on this incredible movement. This was a movement like nobody's ever seen before. And frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country and maybe beyond. And now it's going to reach a new level of importance because we're going to help our country heal. We're going to help our country heal. We have a country that needs help, and it needs help very badly. We're going to fix our borders. We're going to fix everything about our country. And we made history for a reason tonight, and the reason is going to be just that. We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy? But it's a political victory that our country has never seen before, nothing like this. I want to thank the American people for the extraordinary honor of being elected your 47th president and your 45th president. And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future. Every single day, I will be fighting for you, and with every breath in my body, I will not rest until we have delivered the strong, safe, and prosperous America that our children deserve and that you deserve. This will truly be the golden age of America. That's what we have to have.
The golden age of America.
This is a magnificent victory for the American people. It will allow us to...
Sorry, were you talking?
The Golden Patriot, isn't that what Yellow Flush is? Oh,
I thought you were going to say something of value, Dr. Ben. God damn it.
I just said we have to be aware enemies within the gates.
Let's see if Trump talks about the Golden Patriot here. I'm sure he's right. He's on the cusp of it. Let's see.
Make America great again. Oh. And in addition to having won the battleground states of North Carolina, I love these places, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, we are now winning in Michigan, Arizona, Nevada, and Alaska, which would result in us carrying at least 315 electoral votes. But it's much easier doing what the networks did or whoever called it, because there was no other path. There was no other path to victory. We also have won the popular vote. That was great. Very proud of that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Winning the popular vote was very nice. Very nice. I will tell.
That's a huge thing. Honestly, the fact that he won the popular vote as well as the electoral college vote. That's, I mean, because that's the thing that Democrats always say. They always go, well, you didn't win the popular vote.
And the House and the Senate.
Yeah, it was pretty much a landslide, which I have to give Dr. Ben credit now, because that was his prediction, a landslide, which I was just being, patient with my expectations. I didn't want to count the chickens, but yeah, man, it's surreal. I didn't expect it to go that well.
It's just insane. It like watching the presenters on the news stations, like just that you could see the despair. Like they realized what was happening, and they were just like that clip of the one guy when they compared all they compared what Kamala, the places that she won or that she was competing in versus Joe Biden, like the spots that he won. In every single one of them, she was underperforming. There was no county or, you know what I'm saying, that she was, or voting district that Biden won.
I find it really funny that all these celebrities keep saying that they'll leave America if Trump gets in, but none of them ever do they? None of them fuck off.
If only. Like Ron Perlman. Fuck off, Ron Perlman. You're one of the greatest voices of all time, but you could just fuck off for the rest of ever.
Like that.
Hollywood is dead, bro. all these celebrities, like, no one was buying it anymore. Even I feel like even the left, like when you see like these celebrities endorsing Kamala at the last minute, they were like, "You shut the fuck up already," because we know that they're being paid. We know that they're being bought off to do this shit. It's like,
and it's the same
don't care,
celebrities
man.
that were on the P. Diddy party list, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
They're all compromised celebrities. And it's telling of how the system used to work. This used to work for them. Like this used to convince people in elections, and now we're moving into a new age. Elon said it. The social media is the new first source of news for people.
Yeah, you know, speaking of that, I have to say something. This I feel is very important. We made this happen. Over the past 4 years, people like us and Comicsgate and people who finally decided to speak up about the lies with COVID and the conspiracy theories that all turned out to be true. Finally, we spoke up and people paid attention. And that's what I truly believe that's what led to this point, where enough people started hearing the truth and they decided, okay, we need to vote for Trump. So I'm proud of that.
Mm-hmm. The Amish came out.
Yeah.
Never vote. They came out. Hell yeah.
Catalyst Vault. Well, first of all,
Amish.
Go ahead, Go ahead, Ben. Fucking Johnny. Sorry.
Johnny. You got Amish over there?
I just said I love the Amish. No, I don't think we have. We got lots of Mormons in England. I actually got stalked by them before. They wanted to come round my house.
Did they talk to you with the mask on? Or
yeah, I hardly ever take my mask off unless I'm having a shower.
Right. Well, that's got to give them that at least, you know. Like, well, we want to talk to, want to find out about this guy and tell him about the Mormon God.
Yeah.
I told him I was into voodoo, and they didn't like that.
They were like, "Oh, we got to get away from this guy. He's a." That's funny.
You know,
you should have asked them how they felt about black people, Johnny. That would have been funny. Transylvanian Jack, welcome. Hail. What's going on, brother? Catalyst Vault says, "Bring back dueling, please." Can we please bring back dueling? What is that, Dr. Ben? I want to see this because I like shitting on Mormonism. Joseph Smith and the Mormons.
By
a graphic novel by Noah Van Sciver. Whoa. Open that up.
It's got the gold gilting or whatever. Oh, here, hold on. Let me turn off.
His dad's.
Is he related? Is that Ethan's son?
No, it's his younger brother.
Oh, here we go, baby.
Yeah. The inside is like the golden plate or whatever, I guess.
Wait, stop. Go back to that. Hold on. Give me a second here.
Okay. I'm trying to hold it still.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean.
Patrick can read this. This is God's language.
You see, it looks spectacularly similar to Enochian Angelic. I need to look at this later.
Oh.
I need to get this later. Okay, you can move on, but I need to look at this later in depth.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a whole illustrated comic.
Wow.
And it's the story of Joseph Smith, you know, like him finding the stuff. And
where did you get this?
From the internet. You just get it on eBay. It's like, I think I was like 10 or 12 bucks or something. Like I got mine used. It's got a tail.
I must have this. This is something fascinating to me. I must.
Oh yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's fantastic. Like the original art and everything must cover spoilers. Joseph Smith is eventually killed. Right? He's tarred and feathered.
Give him that. Like,
wait,
the Mormons,
yeah,
the Mormons are brilliant at storytelling. I got a free Book of Mormon out of them as well.
Look at that.
Patrick, what's your opinion of Mormonism?
Oh yeah, here, look, that's
well, it's quite simple. A demon came to him, gave him some tablets that were from an older time, where the demon, like the time period during which the demon would have been alive and on the planet, and he believes him, and that's that.
So it's a demonic cult.
I don't want to call it a demonic cult. I want to call it Satan wins by ever so slight a difference between the truth and reality. So that's what I would say.
Going up the stairs to get him.
And what's your opinion on the Amish, Patrick?
I don't know their religious beliefs as well. I think that generally speaking, what they do and what they think is pretty rad, and I kind of wish I could live that way with more guns.
Okay.
He's a fantastic artist. All of this is hand. I think it's hand colored too. I know it's at least hand drawn, but I think he hand colors it too.
All by himself, huh, Noah?
That looks brilliant. I'm gonna look for that.
He's got. I'll show you. I got one of his other ones.
Yeah, me too. I got to get that. So is the Egyptian the fucking golden Egyptian platelets that he was given, are those like public, like I can look at them? Are they somewhere I can find? I never really cared enough to look.
No, the angels took him back, I believe, is what happened.
Oh, of course. Yes.
They let him look at them and translate them.
Right.
And then took him back.
Right. Why would you let other people look at them? That's ridiculous.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Probably took him from the library or some shit, and they had to bring it back, before the due date.
Right.
You don't want to get the fine,
The Akashic Library. Anybody get that reference?
That's where they're at, definitely. This is my own personal thing with this is that my town.
How do we go? Wait. How do we go from Donald J. Trump, the 45th / now 47th president of the United States, to a religious talk?
It's all related.
I'm not complaining, but I'm just
my town
Well,
is
Trump works for God, so it is relevant.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently the Amish actually saved America. The Amish vote is what turned Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania was probably the biggest key state. Although actually, I think he won anyway without Pennsylvania, but
There
was a big
was
turning
quite a
point.
few Jews as well. The Jews turned up for Trump quite a bit.
That they did,
And the
because
Muslims.
he's on the Israel side instead of the Palestine side.
A number of the Muslims also turned out for him. That was a big problem in the Democrat Party, is that there was a rift. Many people had protest votes, if not for Trump, for Jill Stein or one of the other Three Stooges out there running around.
Yeah, I think the Democrat Party put themselves in a strange position wherein they weren't in favor of anybody other than the people in their super progressive cult. And so because obviously Islam is actually a rather, objectively speaking, it's a pretty conservative religion. At the same time, it has I would say it's a very old-fashioned religion.
They have good monetary policies. They're one of the only religions that refuses usury, that is paying interest on debt.
Yes.
Nice.
We should bring that back.
We should. And usury is a horrible, evil thing, and we should all remember that, because apparently we all forgot it. My life is ruined because of usury. Katie says white women came out to vote for Trump. I didn't see the numbers on
God
white
bless
women.
the white women.
God bless.
They're
God bless
amazing.
That's right.
Yeah, actually, I saw the numbers, the percentages by ethnic demographics, and apparently, I was expecting the white women to be in the minority for Trump, but actually was it 52% of white women voted for Trump. So maybe they woke up and realized that white is right.
Oh my God, that's not where Billy Bob Sack says. So vast, so huge are the waves of lib soy tears.
How you doing, Billy?
Yes. What's up, Billy Bob Sack? How you doing, man?
Billy Bob Sack.
Katie did says, told y'all a few weeks ago, we white ladies are concerned about our way of life at home. Yeah. That you did. And I'm glad that people felt that way. You know what sucks though? I know families, groups of people who the husband voted for Trump and the wife voted for Kamala, and now it's going to be fucking awkward for the next few weeks to month.
Well, it's funny. A lot of people in recent years have woken up to the fact that you should not marry somebody if they have the complete opposite political views from you, because it's not. Chances are it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm. That's honestly why I think I'm not married right now. Most of the girls in my generation are like baseline liberal. And if they're not baseline liberal, they're propagandized into the entire, the system outside of liberalism that perpetuates liberalism. And so it's like meeting anybody who's conservative. Let me put it like this. Meeting anybody who's conservative, religious, and attractive is like nearly impossible, which sucks.
Yeah, but you can change them, Patrick.
You should turn to Islam. Turn to Islam. You could have 3 wives.
There you go.
Wait a minute, Patrick.
Both of you. You can change them, says
Let's
Frederick, and then I should convert to Islam. Yeah, right.
Well, 3 wives is pretty expensive in this economy, although we are headed into a Trump economy. So
That's true.
Maybe Johnny's on
Well,
the
you
same.
make
I
them
can
work,
afford 3
don't
wives
you?
now.
You send the least favourite one off to work, and she'll earn for you.
You got to start making babies too, Pat.
Right. She's got her gift is her reward is me allowing her to bear my children for me. Right. That's
Well, what did you say earlier, Patrick? That it's hard to find in terms of attractiveness, and what did you say?
So the Venn diagram of attractive, religious, and intelligent is very, very small, is what I would say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it forces you. You have no choice but to go into that specific group, which is just start going to a church in a conservative neighborhood, and just you're gonna have to date somebody there in the church.
How do you guys now? Okay, so Carbon, you're probably more experienced than most of the other people in the chat about this. Although I can't speak, I don't know for some of you guys. But the idea of going to a church and then like hanging out afterwards to try to meet a woman, I don't know how that it isn't because I'm a Catholic, right?
Well,
For me, it's like you go and
Don't they have like
church and then you go.
Like events organised by the church where you can all get together, like meetings and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you do it. And I've done it before. I've actually picked up a girl from church before. It's somehow it's easier than other events because I mean I hate to say it, but you gotta play it smooth. You gotta play the game. Obviously you gotta be going to the church and you gotta be there for church, and then go to the events, play it cool. You can't immediately be talking to all the girls. You gotta be make friends with everybody. But eventually, if there are some single girls there and you meet them, you just go for it.
Me and Bjorn go to the church every Christmas. It's brilliant. You get free wine.
I did that last year.
And if you see a girl you like, you just bring her a block
That's
of
not
cheese.
what that's for.
And a bit of
Wolfen
bread.
Bear says church girls are easy. Oh my God. Okay, so let's get back on topic here. We're gonna play more of this the Trump acceptance speech. I'm gonna skip ahead here. My fucking dating life. So to wrap up Patrick's dating life talk for this evening, ladies and gentlemen, Patrick asked out a cute, ridiculously attractive Asian girl, and she said no, and that was on Wednesday. Or that was on last Thursday. So all right, let's go back to Trump. Let's go.
And it came down, and you saw that fire burning. And I'm saying, only Elon can do this. It must be an Elon. And I tell the story. I told it last night. I had a man on the phone. I had the screen muted. no sound. I was talking to a very important man, happens to be here. And that very important guy, one of the most important people in, I would say, the country, actually. But, you know, I was president, and now it looks like I was going to be maybe president again. So I figured I could ask him to hold. So I asked him to hold. And especially because you're going to be president again, they hold. So I took the phone down, and I'm looking at the screen. I'm seeing this crazy thing that's going around and coming down. It looks like it's going to crash into the gantry. And I said, oh, no. And I said, do me a favor. Do you mind holding for a couple of minutes? I want to see this. I thought it was a space age movie or something. I put the phone down. Bad part, I didn't pick it up for 45 minutes, and he was holding. But this spaceship came down, and I saw those engines firing, and it looked like it was over. It was going to smash. And then I saw the fire pour out from the left side, and I put it straight. And it came down so gently, and then it wrapped those arms around it, and it held it. And just like you hold your baby at night, your little baby. And it was a beautiful thing to see. And I called Elon. I said, Elon, was that you? He said, yes, it was. I said, who else can do that? Can Russia do it? No. Can China do it? No. Can the United States do it other than you? No, nobody can do that. I said, that's why I love you, Elon. That's great. And you know, when we had the tragic Hurricane Helene, and it hit North Carolina, they were really devastated, the water. This was a big water, as big as we've ever seen, water hurricane. It built lakes out of nothing. Fields became lakes, and the danger was unbelievable. And the people from North Carolina came to me and they said, would it be possible, at all possible, for you to speak to Elon Musk? We need Starlink. I said, what's Starlink? It's a form of communication. So I called Elon, and I'll tell you what, he had, and it was very dangerous. People would die. They had no communication. All the wires were down. I called Elon Musk. I said, Elon, you have something called Starlink. Is that right? Yes, I do. What the hell is it? He said, it's a communication system that's very good. I said, Elon, they need it really, really badly in North Carolina. Can you get it? He had that there so fast. It was incredible. So, and it was great. It saved a lot of lives.
Can you imagine getting product placement in your victory speech of the presidents of the United States? You get your product placement in the victory speech.
Seriously. It's amazing. You know who else gave product placement to Starlink in one of his speeches? Volodymyr Zelensky. Sorry, that was my bad.
Comrade Zelensky.
But Elon,
No,
apparently,
I'm fucking around, Frederick. I know what you're saying though. That's pretty rad.
Elon is more important than just a entrepreneur. I truly believe he's gotten into the realm of actually affecting culture. You know, because especially with the space exploration and him admitting that, like, now he wants to develop things that will actually help humanity. Like, he's gained my support for sure in the last few years.
For genius, we have to protect our geniuses. We don't have that many of them. We have to protect our super geniuses. I want to thank some of the guys. You know, we have up here today the U.S. Open champion. He's fantastic golfer, slightly longer than me. It's a little bit longer than me, just a little bit. Bryson DeChambeau is up here someplace. What happened to Bryson? Where is he? Bryson. Oh, he was shot. He's hitting balls. Oh, he's on the way. He's hitting balls. Bryson. Oh, look at him. He's got a great career going. Great U.S. Open, Bryson. That's a fantastic job. And we also have a man, Dana White, who has done some job. He's a tough guy.
I thought that was awesome that Dana White was there. That was so cool to see.
Dude, wait till the energy that he brings onto the podium is intense.
Let's.
Dana started UFC and came to me. Do you mind if I use your? Nobody wanted to give him a rinse because they said it's a rough sport, a little rough.
Oh,
And,
come
I
on.
helped him out a little bit, and I went, and they said, this is the roughest sport I've ever seen, but I began to like it, and
It's the
he
best
loved
sport.
it, and nobody's done a better job in sports. And you know, he's a very motivational kind of a guy, what he does. He gets these fighters, and they really go at it, and it's become one of the most successful sports enterprises anywhere at any time. It's doing so well. I'd like to ask Dana just to say a couple of words.
I gotta say before he comes up here, because Dana White's gonna say it much better than I. Honestly, the UFC and that sport is one of the most American things in the whole world, and I really think that I really do think that the UFC and that sport existing has contributed to a mentality that would allow for Trump to become president. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I feel like that whole no holds barred, we're going to go hard in the paint here, and we're both willing to accept violence being done to one another, but it's in sportsmanship and it's in good faith, and it's I think to me it's the only real sport anymore. Now that it's a real thing, it's like the only real one. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, definitely increased
Yeah, I was
testosterone.
watching-
I mean, you're right about that.
I was watching a WWE documentary the other day, and apparently Shane McMahon wanted to buy the UFC before Dana White, but his dad said it was a bad investment.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's very different than WWF and the whole wrestling entertainment, which obviously led to it, But I mean, I agree.
Made a lot of money.
Yeah, but it is one of those things where it's one of the few things where there's masculinity at the very least, and it's undeniable that these guys need to be brutal. So I agree with Patrick. It's one of the last bastions of testosterone and showing that men are different than women. Because it's a fucking free for all and it's bloody.
Yeah.
And there's no two ways about it. There's no debating it.
I think an important thing too about the UFC is that if you understand, because there's a lot of people who don't understand it and they don't understand what's going on in that octagon. So they look at somebody getting beat up and they go, oh, that guy sucks. I could do better than him. It's like, no, brother, you could not. The fighting capability is exponential. And these people are like gods compared to average men. Even the guy who loses is like a god compared to an average man in combat capabilities. But I think an important thing that it brings is mortality back to the human mind. People are soft. People are very, very soft. And it's not that hard to get really injured or to die. And I think people they've forgotten that because of how comfortable our society is. And so that leads to a lot of crazy things that people think. Like transsexualism, for instance. Transsexualism only exists because our society is super comfortable and they have all this time and all this comfort and all this safety to think about that kind of stuff. But when it gets down to it, real life it's much more mortal, I would say, than what people think about.
Yeah.
No, it's a very good point, and actually a very interesting thing to talk about. But maybe another time we'll go further into it because I love martial arts.
Yeah, good point. All right,
people love to hear from him.
He'll say it all better than me anyway.
Nobody deserves this more than him, and nobody deserves this more than his family does. This is what happens when the machine comes after you. What you've seen over the last several years, this is what it looks like. Couldn't stop him. He keeps going forward. He doesn't quit. He's the most resilient, hardworking man I've ever met in my life. His family are incredible people. This is karma, ladies and gentlemen. He deserves this. They deserve it as a family. I want to thank some people real quick. I want to thank the Nelk boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, Bustle with the boys, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan. And thank you, America. Thank you. Have a good night.
That is a piece of work. No, he's really an amazing guy. But most of all, I want to thank the millions of hardworking Americans across the nation who have always been the heart and soul of this really great movement. We've been through so much together, and today you showed up in record numbers to deliver a victory like no other. This was something special, and we're gonna pay you back. We're gonna do the best job. We're gonna turn it around. It's got to be turned around. It's got to be turned around fast, and we're gonna turn it around. We're gonna do it in every way, with so many ways, but we're gonna do it in every way. This will forever be remembered as the day the American people regained control of their country. So I just want to say that on behalf of this great group of people, these are hardworking people. These are fantastic people, and we can add a few names like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He came in, and he's going to help make America healthy again. And now he's a great guy, and he really means it. He wants to do some things, and we're going to let him go to it. I just said, but Bobby, leave the oil to me. We have more liquid gold, oil and gas. We have more liquid gold than any country in the world, more than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia. Bobby, stay away from the liquid gold. Other than that, go have a good time, Bobby. We're going to be paying down debt. We're going to be reducing taxes. We can do things that nobody else can do. Nobody else is going to be able to do it. China doesn't have what we have. Nobody has what we have. But we have the greatest people also. Maybe that's the most important thing. This campaign has been so historic in so many ways. We've built the biggest, the broadest, the most unified coalition. They've never seen anything like it in all of American history. They've never seen it. Young and old, men and women, rural and urban. And we had them all helping us tonight. When you think, I mean, I was looking at it, I was watching it. They had some great analysis of the people that voted for us. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. They came from all corners, union, non-union, African American, Hispanic American, Asian American, Arab American, Muslim American. We had everybody, and it was beautiful. It was a historic realignment, uniting citizens of all backgrounds around a common core of common sense. You know, we're the party of common sense. We want to have borders. We want to have security. We want to have things be good, safe. We want
Patrick,
great education.
we got something in the private chat.
Is that so? I stay on the YouTube channel because oh, my bad. Sorry, Katie. I'm sorry. Hello.
You're good. I didn't wait too long. You're fine. You're fine.
If I click off the YouTube tab, it gets slowed down, and so people have to wait. But my bad. Okay, welcome.
Well, you're good. You're good. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi.
Go ahead and play it, Patrick. Because I didn't have a chance to see this yet, actually.
Okay, let me continue here.
Strong and powerful military, and ideally we don't have to use it. You know, we had no wars. 4 years we had no wars, except we defeated ISIS. We defeated ISIS in record time, but we had no wars. They said, he will start a war. I'm not going to start a war. I'm going to stop wars. But this is also a massive victory for democracy and for freedom. Together, we're going to unlock America's glorious destiny. We're going to achieve the most incredible future for our people. Yesterday, as I stood at my last stop on the campaign trail, I'll never be doing a rally again. Can you believe it? I think we've done 900 rallies approximately. Wow. Can you imagine? Wow. 901 something, a lot of rallies. And it was sad. Everybody was sad. Many people, I said, this is our last rally. But now we're going on to something that's far more important, because the rallies were used for us to be put in this position where we can really help our country. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make our country better than it ever has been. And I said that many people have told me that God spared my life for a reason.
Amen.
And that reason was to save our country and to restore America to greatness. And now we are going to fulfill that mission together. We're going to fulfill that mission. The task before us will not be easy, but I will bring every ounce of energy, spirit, and fight that I have in my soul to the job that you've entrusted to me. This is a great job. There's no job like this. This is the most important job in the world. Just as I did in my first term, we had a great first term, a great, great first term. I will govern by a simple motto: promises made, promises kept. We're going to keep our promises. Nothing will stop me from keeping my word to you, the people. We will make America safe, strong, prosperous, powerful, and free again. And I'm asking every citizen all across our land to join me in this noble and righteous endeavor. That's what it is. It's time to put the divisions of the past 4 years behind us. It's time to unite. And we're going to try. We're going to try. We have to try. And it's going to happen.
Okay, so that right there. That's something that I'm like, okay, what are you saying here? We got to unite. Because the thing about it is like the people who voted against Trump this time, when put up with the, because you got to look at it from this perspective. If you're given the option of Kamala Harris, and you guys, we all know how she is, versus Trump, but you chose to vote for Kamala, not for your love of her, but for your hatred of Trump. Where is the unity there? Where can you find common ground with those people? Those people will never find common ground with you. That's how I feel. I don't know how you guys feel.
True.
I just want to see what Frederick Guma is drawing.
Let's take a look.
Pull that up.
Let me move the light a little bit so you can see the pencils a bit more.
Yeah.
Wow, Patrick, that looks good.
Thank you. This is a commission for Wrangler in the chat there. 2 characters. This is early 2000s in LA story taking place.
Yeah.
Got a bit of a action detective and a sci-fi character joining forces.
Ooh, I like that.
In downtown LA.
Katie, have you ever seen any of Frederick's work before?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's like our secret hidden talent. He's waiting here to release his comic book, and it's going to be fucking amazing.
Nice. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Thanks.
God, everybody's so talented, man. I'm lucky to fucking color in the lines. Jeez.
Well, to be fair, coloring is one of the things I couldn't do, but thankfully I found a colorist lately, and he's working on some stuff for me, so I'm pretty thrilled about that.
Awesome.
Very nice.
Sick. Very sick. Let's finish out this.
Patrick, what you said about unity. Since Dr. Ben is the human digressor, the human tangent.
The human digressor. That's an amazing name.
Dr. Ben, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
The human digressor.
I'm drawing you at the moment. What color are your...
What color is my what now?
Repeat your question, Johnny.
What color are your eyes? I'm drawing you.
Oh, like very, very dark brown, almost black. I can do a rear.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Okay.
Johnny, that means that he's not of Nephilim bloodline, therefore he's not one of us. He's not like a superior race being. Sucks. Sorry.
And do you have any updates, Dr. Ben, this week on your quest for elf quest books?
I did get. Where did I put it? I got like like an old comics journal from like '85 or something. I left it over on the other side of the room, but it's got like an interview with the Peony, Richard and Wendy or whatever. And I saw that there's like they have a Kickstarter. I know we're kind of like against Kickstarter or whatever, but they have the ElfQuest RPG. Like it was originally their own little RPG role-playing game from back in the day. And so they're reprinting it and doing like a big box set and like all the mat, all the old stuff they had. Like it's like, who like Boris, what is his name? Boris Vallejo, the artist that did like.
Oh yeah, he used to do D&D stuff. Yeah.
It's weird. There's like, they were so involved in like all of like the early fandom that it's fascinating. So I ordered some other books of theirs too, like something like maybe like behind the scenes sketches or something of the ElfQuest stuff. Like, like I said, it's like Conan, but like it's not even like softer because it's like they're still fighting and stuff. But
all right. Well, Patrick asked a question before about unity with the rest of the country, right? If it's possible. Now, the thing is, I do think it is, because the common ground that we're going to find is the fact that we need to close the border, right? The biggest issues that we elected Trump for: close the border, end the wars, fix the economy, right? Those are the things that when you talk to people and reason with them, you can find common ground. But there are some people who are not going to get cured of TDS. They've dug their heels in. They hate Republicans, they hate conservatives, no matter how you spin it. And so those people, unfortunately, I think they're not going to, you can't really appeal to them. But I do believe that most of the country is reasonable enough where if you mention the big things that matter for our security, that we can unify on that at least.
I think that the biggest issues are going to be abortion and transsexualism that people will never ever agree on. I honestly think the people who've agreed with transsexualism, they're never going to move back. Like they'll have to fight that till the end. There'll be like 3 to 5% of people who thought that was a good idea who will recant, but the rest of the people, I think their sexual morality relies upon transsexualism being a real thing, and so they'll stick to it. And obviously abortion is, people stick to that.
Well,
for whatever
you're
reason.
right that those are the viewpoints that I think some people are so locked in about, but I think everyone else has a responsibility to speak up about it and just reveal how demented it is, so that the people who were in the middle to begin with start to realize that, normalcy is there for a reason. Because, like you said, only 3% or so of the actual population, are transgenders or less, So it's like, then you have the liberals, they're virtue signaling. They feel like they need to appease that tiny percentage. The rest of us, we need to keep speaking up and going, this is demented. Your children should not be going through this. You know what I mean? Like, we need to keep saying that so that we pull that middle back to reality.
Well, one thing too is like everyone has a different way that they say things. So, like one thing to consider is that like the way Patrick's going to address something is a completely different way than Katie did or Frederick or, myself or whatever. Right. And it's the same with people that have like an opposing viewpoint, right? Is what's going to work on them isn't going to be the same for each person. Every person is going to have like a different thing that's going to get through to them. You know what I mean? So it's like with abortion, right? Like, like there's just all the different ways that you can like describe it or like argue against it. And it's just, like everyone uses like a different tactic to be able to get through to like the, what I'm saying? Because you don't know what's going to matter to whoever you're talking to, so you have to also be able to kind of like adjust your argument on the fly too. You know, like
That's very true.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Dr. Ben. Like, for instance, like there's people like I feel like Johnny right now. I don't, Johnny, you can speak for yourself, but I feel like Johnny's not too concerned with abortion so much as he's concerned with immigration in his country. Johnny, you can correct me if I'm mistaken on that.
Yeah, well, abortion's legal over here. You can just go and have it whenever you want. There's no like fuss about it. But yeah, immigration is our biggest threat at the minute because we're just getting like overpopulated. Do you want to see my Dr. Ben?
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. This is gonna be awesome.
Nice.
Look at that.
He's even got a MAGA hat on.
Very nice.
It looks so good, Johnny.
Yeah, he does. That's awesome.
It looks great.
Johnny, while I've got you up in the solo view, show us more. Like there were some things you were showing on Jive Talk the other day. Show us some of those pieces.
Oh, I know what you're
find
talking
People to
about.
see.
Yeah, I've got a few. What my like little doodles. That's just I'm not very.
No. Like you're crazy. Like
I
your psychedelic
my
ones.
art,
Remember
my
the paintings
proper
you did with the
canvas.
silver paint? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And carry on a minute, and I'll find them, and I'll let you know when I got them. Because I've got to find them.
All right. So, folks, one thing that I thought was hilarious. A lot of people on here, a lot of conservative YouTubers absolutely hate Matt Walsh. They think he's a piece of shit. I think that Matt Walsh is one of the most brilliant men alive, and that I don't agree with him on everything. Like whenever he talks about art, for instance, the moment he opens his mouth about movies or comics or whatever, you just turn your brain off. Just say, okay, no, I'm not listening to you, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. And that's fine. Everybody has their strengths and everybody has their weaknesses. And Matt Walsh's weakness is not being able to comprehend good art. His strength, however, is being able to troll people on the left fucking bad. And like his two documentaries, Am I a Racist and What is a Woman, are two of the best documentaries ever to have existed ever. Like honestly, they make people ask those questions to themselves about what that means and what our society says about all that. And I just thought this was super funny here. Once Trump got elected, he goes, now the election is over, I think we can finally say that, yeah, actually, Project 2025 is the agenda. Lol. the lol at the end. Because he's obviously joking, but the lol at the end is such like a fucking, oh my God, it's so fun. I found this fucking hilarious. I don't know about you guys, but whatever.
Well, it's funnier when you know his tone of voice.
Sometimes.
This is the one you like, Pat, wasn't it?
Yes.
The one with
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ooh wee.
It looks
Yeah.
so good.
Shit, dude.
Dude, that's pretty nice, man.
That's all acrylic paint. That is.
Yeah.
I
know.
I layered it.
I like that,
I
man.
got my Aztec temple.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's got a lot of like detail when you look close. It's just
Yeah. Oh, I would
Blue
love to have
monkey.
one. They're so cool.
Dude, you're good with color, man. I like your use of color.
Yeah.
I agree,
That's nice.
Carbon.
my
Yeah,
acid monkey. That is. He's in a few of my paintings. I get haunted by a blue monkey.
Those are some big old.
It's another one I'm working on. I ain't finished that one.
Oh, I like that one. It was cute.
In some.
This is
other
my
weird
favorite.
one.
This one's like,
Ooh.
That's
like
that's cool.
it reminds me
It's
of
like
Jack
alien
Kirby
style.
stuff. Like,
Yeah, I make
Yeah.
weird original.
Jack Kirby
art.
alien stuff, right?
Really good.
yeah,
I could see the
yeah.
Rastafarian influence in the first couple ones that you showed. Some of those
Yeah.
Jamaican roots that you have, Johnny.
Yeah, my dad was Jamaican. I don't like him much, but yeah, unfortunately, that's part of my heritage.
Unfortunately, fortunately, dude, your art was amazing because of your heritage.
Yeah, I think it looks great. You should
Thank
really
you.
do more of those. You really should.
Thank you, Katie. Thank you, everyone. I'll try and do more.
Amazing. Well, I'm gonna do a quick segue here. This is my
All right.
segue from the election of Donald J. Trump and the Comicsgate drama. You
Let's
guys
do
will
it.
let me know in the chat if this segue was good. I'm all about good segues, so if this was not a good segue, let me know. But I'm pretty sure it's actually kind of excellent. Here we have Ethan Van Sciver. I don't know why it does this. Why does it do this? Saying cultural contributions. What kind of squirrel dog word doggerel is that? You live in Texas, quickly becoming a purple state. You do need to vote if you're a Texan. So somebody said, Wayward Culture says, did you actually tell people you'd rather take a dump in the voting booth than vote? Honest question. Eric July says, I said that considering all things, cultural contributions, where I live, etc., that would be a more productive use of my time in 2020.
Wow. What a
Thoughts?
fucking prick. You fucking piece of shit motherfucker.
Katie, like the thing is, you're always so timid. I wish you would just like
No.
put it out more.
Yeah, Katie, I'm gonna need you to be upfront and honest with us this time.
Oh my god. What a stupid thing to say.
Well, this
You,
is his
Eric.
tactic. He can never directly answer anything. So
No,
even
he
when
doesn't.
confronted with something, that he has said, he'll equivocate and go,
everyone-
"Well,
Everyone in the Ripperverse just shares a brain cell, I reckon.
It's like those witches that all share an eye. It's like they all share a
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carbon.
Go ahead, Carbon.
yeah." No, I was just saying that he's done this from the beginning, where you catch him on a lie or something ridiculous, and then he equivocates. He double talks, he denies everything. He's a clown, man. Like,
Yeah,
he
I was
stands
kind
for
of annoyed.
nothing. He's a phony. He's a phony at the end of the day. This whole anarcho cap, was it anarcho capitalist? He calls himself.
Yes. Yep.
It's all nonsense.
Gosh. What did he say?
Bosch says pathetic, but the parasite will be the beneficiary of a sea change he played no part in. What an asshole.
I wonder what cultural contributions he's talking about.
He doesn't even know what he's saying half the time, Frederick.
Yeah, so let's
he
back
just
up.
spews shit out of his mouth and you don't know what the fuck it means.
I don't think he knows what the fuck it means either. Let's see what so he said. I said that considering all things, cultural contributions, where I live, etc. Okay, so let's take that parentheses there. In that parentheses, he says cultural contributions, where I live, etc. Three things, one of which is a vague, uncertain term that can apply to any number of things, which is the etc. Where I live. So he's essentially this inside of these two, parentheses here, we have cultural contributions where I live, etc., implying that the cultural contributions are his cultural contributions. Just for those, I'm just trying to specify that for people at home watching this who don't understand why that's a strange thing to say. Because within the context of the parentheses there, it implies that he's got a lot of cultural contributions / where he lives, etc. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Look, I know people personally who decide to stay out of the political debates altogether, and their whole concern in their lives is just themselves and their money and their business. And so I can understand that perspective, and maybe that's what he's trying to do here. But anyone who says that there's no point in voting is a complete fool. That is the furthest from the truth. and it does affect what happens in the country. Well, actually, I'd rather say who becomes president or who gets elected does affect what happens. Because he's in Texas, for example, right? That's a border state. So you can't tell me that all the people crossing the border to Texas, flooding your neighborhood and the homelessness increasing. I'm in New York, and even I'm not in New York City, but it spreads. Once Manhattan becomes flooded, it starts to leach outside of Manhattan. And then you start to see more homeless people and whatnot. So it has an impact, and he's an idiot for pretending that it doesn't.
Would you say you have to drive up to New York City, or you got to drive down there?
Down the hill from on top of a hill.
Okay.
Here's the thing too. Yesterday he did an election stream. No, I didn't really watch it because he just sat there and just hardly said any shit. And I was like, well, I'm not wasting my space on my phone to record this bullshit. So I said, fuck it. But seeing that and then doing the election stream, it's like, why did you do that? If you didn't vote and you said something like that, then why the fuck are you streaming about the election?
Right.
Stay out of it. Stay out of politics. Stay out of it. If you don't give a shit, then we don't get to shit hear your opinion about it.
Well, honestly,
Sorry,
the
I
whole
have been an asshole
libertarian.
this week.
No, it's fine.
Yeah,
But the
I
whole
like-
libertarian.
I
Go
like
ahead, Johnny.
that Kate is speaking up more. I like it. I like watching your speech the other day. It's time you stood up for yourself a little bit more. I like it. Keep it up, Katie.
Thank you. I don't like being an asshole, but damn it, this week it's really just pissed me off. But thank you, Johnny.
Just think, we won too. If we had lost, Katie would be
Oh, I'd be
fire. Like every
I wouldn't be here tonight. I still would be pissed off. That would be so
Well, it's the
bad.
perfect opportunity to push out and call out all the phonies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this much. Eric July says that he's an anarcho-libertarian. I identify myself as an anarcho-universal monarchist, which means that I don't believe any form of government is correct other than that under God himself. Okay, so I'm worse than him. But what I would say is, at least I'm here. I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump because in the end there was a far worse of two evils present in front of me. I'm not going to call Trump an evil. I would say this is what I would say. I want to see that Epstein list. I said that. I've been saying that on streams for the past month. I want to see the Epstein list. Once I see the Epstein list, I'm down with you. Like, we're on the same side. I know that. But until I see that list, I don't trust you. So, but what I would say is at least I went out there, I voted because I knew at the very least that Donald Trump being president was much worse of an outcome than Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? Like, there's a point
much
at which,
better of an
even if
outcome.
you don't believe in all of this stuff.
You said the opposite
Right.
there, Patrick.
Did I say much worse?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm wearing too much blue right now. It's affecting me. I shouldn't. I love blue, but I'm sorry. Look,
Omega hat Patrick.
I'm American. The point is that, you know, at the very least, I'm willing to go out there and do something of value in the hopes that will be something of value to make this country better. And if you're saying that you literally didn't vote at all, it's like, brother, like you don't know that your vote doesn't matter at all. You do know if you vote and nothing happens, but like, here we are. He's the president now. The economy is going to get much better. You all remember how Trump was when Trump was in presidency. Dude, we fucking made bank. Like, we didn't. Like, it was amazing. I'm thinking about that now. I'm like thinking about how much money I'm about to fucking make in the next 4 years, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
Dude,
That's
I made
one
money
thing alone.
last night when he
And it's
was
not money from-
leading. Bitcoin soared
Dude.
like to new heights yesterday when he started leading.
Exactly. Anybody who has stock actually pretty much on a general basis, overall the stock market went up
Yeah.
in one day.
Or-
So
Well, Frederick,
Well,
you're
that's
gonna
because
have to
people
teach
are
us.
enthusiastic about
You're
it.
gonna have
They're
to teach us the
enthusiastic about
beauties of
buying it.
Bitcoin.
Aye, Captain. Yes. General Q.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about Bitcoin. I try to figure that shit out, and I just got my checkbook and my bank account. That's as far as we'll go.
Yeah.
It's like digital gold that you could email to people.
Frederick, I want to be mysteriously rich like you. Come on, we gotta learn about this.
I'll teach you all about it. I'll make it cool. It's in a comic. If you read my comic, you're going to learn all about it.
but Patrick, are we going to talk about
Your first backer. We sure as shit are, Carmen. First of all, though, General Piggy, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, General Piggy. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start playing some of this here. I'm gonna start playing some of this neutral ground here. I have to restart my computer because I'm behind, and I also have to smoke a cigarette. So you know how that is. You know what I'm gonna do actually? Let's see here. Who's the most capable of this? I would say Katie because she's the one who has the most streams. Katie.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you a bit of responsibility here.
Okay.
And I trust you here. I've sent it
Oh,
in the
shit.
private chat
Okay.
here, the YouTube channel for the Neutral Grounds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you've
All right, you want
hosted
me to
channels
play it
before.
for it?
You know how to like pause it and wait for people to talk and stuff. Yes,
Yeah,
you're going
I
to be in
got you.
control of it. Share it here, and I'm going to jump off, and then you're in control of the show till I come back.
Okay, well, let me ask you: do you have a Pacific time stamp?
Sorry,
you
everybody
wanna
else
do?
told her.
Do you have a Pacific time
I honestly
stamp?
would have focused on the Malin the
Malin
Malin
part?
bar interaction, but
Okay.
yeah, but any of like even when Liam was arguing with him, that was good too. Anything that you think is like, I'll leave it up to you.
Okay. All right. Let me just
Not-
switch
not too much
headphones real
pressure
quick
then,
because
Pat.
my one headphone's died. So let me go grab the other. I got it pulled up. Just give me like 10 seconds.
Yeah. What'd you say, Johnny?
I said not too much pressure then. Just drop it all on Katie.
Make the woman do everything.
Well, I didn't want to put it on you, Johnny, because I was worried about your
Yeah,
internet.
My computer
And,
will
I was
handle
also
it.
worried about Dr. Ben's internet, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's nothing personal. You know what I mean? It's just I know your computer would shit the fuck out. So
No, I just felt a bit sorry for Katie. That's all coming on, and you're giving her like.
no, she can do it. She's strong, brother.
No, I agree. She does this on her own stream, so it makes sense. My internet also, I can't share videos for some reason.
Frederick, any can you
Yeah. Hope.
how are you on the technology front? Are you
So. I'm not used to streaming a whole lot, but I'm getting better. I'm getting there.
what are you using there? Are you using mic?
Frederick's great at it.
This is a Tombow kind of felt
All right, be back.
point here. So
Okay, so I'm. Oh, sorry, Frederick. Go ahead.
Oh, I was
Go
just
ahead,
going
Colin.
to tell Dr. Ben. So this is basically a Tombow kind of brush pen, which kind of mimics a quill. It's the best for like going for short to very thin lines to thicker lines. So
Right on.
Brilliant.
Right. Okay, take it away, Katie.
Okay, let's see here. And I'm on one screen, so I have to flip back and forth. So just let me know when y'all want to pause it. Let me see. Oh, here we go. We're getting. We'll get to right here. Okay. All right. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay.
All right.
At all. I never
Shut
said you were
up.
good at all. No.
The
fuck
only
you.
way, the
You
only
are
way
not-
for
you
me,
are
hold
not
on.
a
Bitch,
quantum
Malin.
computer.
Why don't you
You
learn
are
how
not
to
a
fucking
quantum
listen?
I'm trying to let
You are not a quantum
Hey,
computer.
this is some
getaway with
You are
niggerish
not a
shit.
quantum computer. I didn't say you were. I didn't say you were good.
Yeah, can I finish? Can I fucking finish, motherfucker?
I was talking
Can I
about
finish?
Liam. I was talking about Liam.
What
I
a
was talking about
baby.
Liam, the
Keep
quantum
crying,
computer.
man.
I
Keep
was
crying.
talking about
Black
Liam.
man finish.
I never said you were
That's
good.
so good.
I was
Oh, he's
pointing
so
out the
good.
shit, and I never said you were good. You're a fucking
I wish.
bullshitter, dude.
Well, anyways,
I
like I
think
was saying,
you're a hack.
before I was
Why don't
interrupted.
you cry about
So good, but get Cecil to uncomment at him and he fucking
Control
breaks
here.
it down.
Matt,
What? Take control of your stream,
Take
please.
control of your what, dude? Wait, dude, I wasn't talking about you.
I am in the middle of a fucking comment here, and I
This
can't
shit
get
is a
it out.
fucking mad-ass house, nigga.
Everybody's got a
You're
fucking
mad,
hard
man.
on for me.
Yeah, guys, one at a time. One at a time, guys.
Quit you, dude.
It's a mad
I'm a drunk one here, goddamn. I'm a drunk one here, goddamn.
Guys,
So-
what part of one at a time doesn't anybody understand?
I'm
not very good at math, sorry, nigga.
Well, I mean, he's already said that I'm like calling him
I'm
the
trying to
quantum
finish
computer.
my fucking
pause this
comment,
for
you
a second.
baby.
God
'Cause, like,
almighty.
Yeah, in general, like this stream was like cancer. Listening to this shit is like cancer. And
It's like being in hell.
my general view is that these guys are behaving like a bunch of schoolyard brats or, like fake bullies that congregate around like the head bully. Matt Barr is the head bully because, they're all leeching onto him thinking, oh, yeah, no, he's the one with the clout and he's the one who has, something to say, like a bunch of fucking rats. And that's why Matt Barr needs to be taken out directly because when you defeat the head rat, the rest of these weasels will scurry like a bunch of little bitches, which is why later on when Dark Gift has just John and like people individually, one-on-one, each of these guys crumble. Fucking Dark, what's his name? Lord Raptor Jesus crumbles one-on-one. Chris Stanley, a fucking scumbag, by the way, from the chat. He crumbles like a little weasel. And then Matt Barr also, because, he has no leg to stand on. And that's what's going to happen eventually. But, yeah, I just had to let that out first.
It reminds me of Trump in the debates, the way they would, like, the interviewers would be debating against Trump with Kamala.
Yeah.
Everyone's just jumping in, piling on, dogpiling.
And not to mention, this type of arguing, like the internet is a strange thing because the internet allows for this to happen. In person, if this were to happen in a schoolyard, it would break out into a brawl. And basically, the strongest one would have to beat the head bully. So John Malin would knock out Matt Barr, and then the rest of these fucking weasels will run away. That's what would happen.
Yep.
If Matt acts like in real life, like he acts on Twitter, I'm surprised someone ain't killed him yet, to be honest.
Maybe that's how
He's probably a pussy.
Yeah.
In real life, I bet you he never speaks up. That's why on Twitter he lashes out. He lets it all out. He's probably all well behaved in front of his wife. Oh, I bet you he's a beta husband, by the way, too.
Definitely. That's just a given, that is.
True, but I have a different opinion on that, I guess. And I'm not accusing, I'm not labeling. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, but if he is very controlling and manipulative here, I can't help but think, because I've seen men like this, and I'm not saying to be a bitch. I'm trying to be very respectful. I want to be very respectful, but I've seen men like him. And,
I'll say it for you, Katie.
I'm honestly concerned for his wife.
He looks like the sort of person that would beat his wife and mentally control her. Definitely. And that's coming from my mouth. That's not Katie Didd's opinion. That's my opinion.
Yeah, it's just I don't know.
Or he could be a closet homosexual.
Oh well, that could be too.
I think it's a closet case.
It would explain his anger. He's got a lot of anger.
Well, it would explain why he gets triggered when not only Riley but Ruby King during the stream was talking about coming and graping him, and he gets so triggered by that. And it's like, do you not see, like, they're doing it because you get so upset, like you get so dramatic about it. It's like, come on, do you really think these two men are gonna show up and grape you, Matt? Like, let's. But he gets so triggered by that, and I'm like, why are you so triggered by that? Like, of all the things in the world, why is that one the one that just sets you over the edge? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could be
You're
totally
onto
talking
something
out of my
there.
ass. I'm just
The Streisand.
I'm just on the outside looking in, you know?
The more you talk about something to like try to explain it or whatever, like the worse you're just like, it's like you're just keep digging yourself further in. Like the more he's like reacts to it, the more they do it because he reacts and he's such a just overly dramatic. You know, he does all this stuff like that's. I've tried to watch his show, and that's like all it is just him like complaining about all this gossip about comic book people complaining about Ethan Van Sciver. Like a lot of it is him just complain. It's so weird. Always calling like he's obsessed with calling Ethan gay, which maybe Ethan's gay, maybe he's not. What is it? It's so weird. Like it's just. You know what I'm saying? Like if me and Johnny were arguing for some reason, right? Like I said that I don't know football's better than soccer, or you know, I don't. Football's our name. You guys got to change yours, or who knows what. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't then like go to like, well, Johnny must be gay. Johnny, the reason you're wrong and I'm right is because you're gay. You're gay, and
well, that's one of his tactics where if you're arguing a point with him and then he loses, he'll descend into just an insult. So whether it's fat, you know, he'll call you either gay or you're a faggot, or you're fat, or whatever he can pull out against you because he lost the argument already. You know what I mean? So
and
that's
wasn't
just a
there
pathetic
something
move.
Somebody was like showing like texts with him or something where he was saying, you know, that's all his tactics is to like try and escalate arguments by like keep you know, like escalating by like, okay, well, it's not enough that I said this, I got to make something worse or like more, you know, more extreme accusation or statement or whatever. And am I wrong in thinking that there was something like that a couple months back, or like
yeah, he even admitted to the fact that, and this was months ago, and I think this is what you're talking about, Ben, where he admitted that he just has fun on Twitter and just he like, oh, it's not real life. Like, so that's the place where I can just like fuck around and mess with people. So it's a game to him, and he wants the attention, which is why a lot of us are saying it's time to just ignore him 100%, let him fade away. And he's proving that works because he's already lost attention. And then when that happens, he ups the ante. He gets more intense with the attacks and the controversy, and so that he gains the attention back, which is why, you know, with Katie, you know, he doxed your husband, you know, so now he's doing personal attacks because he knows that he's losing attention. So he's like, all right, let me get even more offensive now and do whatever it takes. But fuck him, you know, like everything needs to be ignored so that just give it a few months of ignoring him. If we all ignore him, it's over.
Right. And well, I mean, that's the thing too, is to like call out, like, well, like we're doing now. I mean, like this is what the whole, you know, you go through this stream with Dark Gift, and there's numerous times where DG is like, Matt, stop. You know, you gotta like. There's numerous times where like he's telling him he's going too far. I mean, like that's you, Katie. You've watched this like all the way through. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like he's like,
well, yeah, it's a sign of disrespect. It's a sign of like you just don't have respect for DG and his channel. When he tells y'all to stop, you need to stop. Like, I don't understand why they can't respect him in that. You know, it's just
I do have
that's why
to
I was
admit
kind of
this,
glad
though.
that he muted people eventually, and you know, did one-on-ones.
I do have to admit, though, with this Neutral Grounds, I saw something new for the first time where I'm realizing there has to be a part of Anthony, Dark Gift, where he enjoys this. a little bit, because you would not be tolerating this level of insanity on your channel for this long if part of you weren't kind of playing the referee and enjoying the fight. He's enjoying the fight a little bit here. So, and I might mention that
I can't
to
hate
him.
him on that. Yeah, I can't, and I can't shit him on him for that because, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, look, I mean, it's got over 2,000 views right now. Like, so I get it. I think the thing that gets me though is like, I understand that if that's your intention with the show and that's your enjoyment, that's fine. But you have to find a way to where there's some control because, I mean, even the start of it when I started playing, I paused it because I swear to God, I felt like it was like them repeating themselves over, like it was an echo. It wasn't, but it was just it was so obnoxious and madness that it just. Oh my God!
But what I
turn
mean
the
is
volume
that
down on this thing.
with Anthony or Dark Gift, whatever, like, what was I gonna say? Shit, I just lost that point.
Well, him just having control. You know, he needs to have. Yeah, it'll come back to you. Don't worry. But I'll go ahead and play it, and I'm gonna turn the volume just knock it a hair.
You're the baby crying on your
Oh,
couch.
yeah.
Don't cry about Cecil, bitch.
I'm crying out. So, anyways, my point here is
John Malin has to move my words around.
Dark Gift. My point being that the only way for me to.
I remember now. Listening to this insanity reminded me. Because part of the entertainment of this show, and I think Dark Gift is playing into it, is that it is a madhouse, and he's letting it be a madhouse. Because moderating it the way you're describing, which we all agree like would be better, that wouldn't lead. Because look at these guys. Like if you moderated these fucking animals, they lose like in a civil debate, and so like that's not going to work for these guys. So like the only venue in which these guys want to operate in is this kind of shit. And so and Dark Gift's aware of that too, because I'm sure if he controlled this and went, okay, say your point and then make your point, these guys, they would leave. Like they wouldn't even probably join the stream if it were like a civil debate.
Yeah. They wouldn't do well if it was one-on-one. If he had told them ahead of time, like, look, you have a beef with Malin, we're gonna go ahead and make a line, you know, and we'll go down the line, and a lot of them would step away because when you're in a group like this and you're just doing what they're doing, you feel like you have more power to say what you want to say because there's 7 other people saying, you know, shouting, and I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Exactly.
All right, I'll play it.
To defend myself is to actually downplay my own ability. I have to actually, and my friends actually have to say, you know what?
Your drawing was shit. Your drawing was shit. Your horse drawing is shit. You can't draw horses.
In order to counteract,
oh my God,
how great Matt Barr makes you sound. It's incredible. It's the best piece of art ever created on a live stream in 1.5 hours ever. Everybody looks at that and they say, "Oh my God, John Malin is some kind of monster,
dude." That drawing,
just the most incredible being
nobody called you a monster.
That has ever been. In the
Maybe call him monster too in the next one. Yourself like that. Holy
we don't understand. We don't understand how a man can do what John Malin did in an hour. He must.
That's some fucking what magic, nigga.
He must be in league with Lucifer.
Nobody
said that either. Cries about Cecil calling him out. Yeah, big man.
Cornball.
Shut up, fucking dollar store St. Davis over there.
Nobody's saying about Lucifer.
Come back, holy shit, nigga.
I'm going to put everybody in the back and just have it be Matt and John.
How about Marvel?
Yeah, you got to clear the room,
DG. You fucking canceled faggot.
He ain't going to fucking give you any good points anyway. Fuck. He's going to yell at you.
Keep the guy who's saying the N-word.
Keep reading, John. Keep reading. Ain't quick enough.
Bye-bye.
See? Right there,
Bye-bye.
Carvin.
Bye-bye
Right there.
what?
I'm
dude?
Bye-bye.
Nobody was
Bye-bye.
talking about you being a quantum computer,
What
and I
happened?
didn't say you're fucking.
What'd you say?
What were you saying? What were you saying, Katie?
Sorry, hold on. Sorry, my bad. No, I was saying what we were just talking about. How they would not be able to go up against him one on one. So when one is
Yeah, it's
speaking, the other
bully
one
tactics.
is putting that like little stab in there, just letting it
Mhm.
slide right in there as soon as that's what I was saying. It's like there's your example right there.
This reminds me of
Yeah.
a struggle
No,
session.
Yeah.
Pretty much is.
Yeah.
They're fucking retarded. I mean, even John said on later streams that his main intention was to get at Matt Barr about the drawing, on Graybeards, and he succeeded at that. Actually, I think
Mhm.
all these other the noisy rats, man, they just proved how much of fucking losers they are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Lord Raptor
Yeah.
Jesus, dude, white trash motherfucker.
Well, I think I'm sort of glad that this happened because this has not been talked about for months and months. They've been kind of doing their thing without anybody, with at least these guys publicly calling them out. And now, I mean, Ethan dedicated a whole trash cast stream to this shit. So I mean, it's people are now seeing what's going on. Finally, it's opening people's eyes and saying, "Holy shit, what have I missed? This is crazy." So a lot of times people see what they truly are.
Yeah. And it's funny how he did this whole stream to like end all the drama that he wanted to be involved in. And they
Mhm.
all came out and showed us exactly why he did the stream. It's
Yeah, somebody in his
fascinating.
chat, who was it? Somebody in his chat that's well known with him or whatever. They even said at the very end of it, they said, "Well, there you go, guys. You just proved Gigi's point was proven tonight."
Yep. Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
And I was like, "Wow, okay." And
DG
then
has
Dillard
always
coming in
been-
and being like, Dillard coming in and that shit was funny. I was like, "Holy shit."
I didn't see
I
that
was
stuff.
like-
Well, you'll have to tell me about that. But
Okay. Yeah.
just him doing this, being there, and all this shit happening. I watched until I'd probably say 3 hours, maybe, and then I jumped out because I had to go to bed for work. All that shit. But like, people shit on DG. They call him a fence sitter. People even within our sphere call him a fence sitter. I think DG's a nice guy. I think that he's a good guy, and he thinks logically about things. He's too nice for his own good is I think something I would say about him. That's one negative I would say. He's too nice for his own good. But this is a great example of everything. The whole reason he did this stream was perfected by this stream occurring and people being in it. Okay, continue. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'll go ahead and push play if you like.
Drawings were
Dude,
good.
it's
I just
all
said
on
you didn't do
video.
it.
It's all on tape.
Yes, I was talking
wait,
about Liam. Go watch it
explain
again.
it to
dumb
yourself.
fuck.
Explain it to
I
yourself.
don't have to. I was
It's
talking
in your
about
own
Liam.
words.
I've
It's in
already
your own
watched
words.
it again. I've already
How you
watched it
interpret
again.
that? How that
I was
interpret that
talking
is
about
your
Liam.
bag.
Because
Your
I
bag.
said
Your
Liam, dumb
insecurities.
fuck.
Your
I literally
insecurities,
said
Matt.
Liam, you dumb shit.
Matt, you are
What's
a
up?
terrible artist. You're
thank
not.
you. I'm better than
you're
you.
Nowhere near my
I'm better
level.
than you. I'm more
How
experienced.
do you figure?
I'm more
How do you figure?
successful than you. Dude, you're
more
canceled.
successful than me.
Nobody will call you. You're stuck with the fucking pedophiles. Nobody will call
Wait,
you.
hold on. Whoa, what do you mean I'm stuck with pedophiles?
Dude,
what are you
hang
talking
out
about?
with fucking crackheads and you hang
Wait,
out with pedophiles.
wait, hold up. No, where's the pedophile, Matt Barr?
Fuck you.
No, tell me the pedophile. No, you're gonna tell everybody. You're fucking gonna be a faggot, and you're gonna tell everybody I'm hanging out with pedophiles.
You
name them. Who might? What pedo? What? Oh, I hang out with Vito.
You hang out with Katie.
You
did.
fucking loser.
You
Wait,
hang out
hold
with
up.
Katie did.
Never have I hung out. I do not hang out with Vito. You fucking moron. You
All
are
right.
retarded.
Okay. So
fucking retarded.
this is a moment here. This is a great moment because you notice how he moved on from talking about art since he clearly got defeated in the challenge about his own talent. Then he pulls out the pedophile shit. So the goalposts just keep moving. It's like, no, as an artist, whatever you say is nonsense. Okay, you hang out with pedos, though. It's like, so what are we arguing about here anymore? You know?
Yeah.
And actually, let me clear the record here. Matt Barr, for his mouth, he's not as good of an artist as he talks. I've looked at all his fucking professional art. It's mediocre, bro. And that's why he's so insecure about this shit.
I agree with you 100%. I think that the work that he's put out is not even close to being something that makes up for the kind of shit that he talks constantly on everybody all the time. Like, you have to be how would I put it? You have to be like Jim Lee level artist to be talking the way that he does, and for people to be like, oh, okay, yeah, I know, I can kind of see what he's saying.
Those people are usually very modest. You don't get to that level of talent when you just are filled with ego.
That's true.
Because as soon as you think you're the best, you stop learning.
It's pretty easy for artists. It's easy for artists. Stanley or Jack Kirby was the best ever. So accept that and then learn lessons. Like Frederick just said, you're not the best. It was Jack Kirby. All right, sorry.
Oh,
you cannot
name
draw
some
horses.
pedos. Name some pedos.
Draw. I
Name
looked
some
at
pedos.
Godlike. It's a fucking
Hey.
disaster.
Yeah,
Godlike
Matt.
is a disaster.
Hey, remember when you
Your
said I hang out with
drawings were dog
pedos
shit.
and you name those
Yes,
pedos, please?
Vito is a fucking pedophile.
I don't
Katie
hang out
Did
with
is a
Vito.
fucking pedophile.
I don't hang out with Vito. Oh,
You hang
did
out
that
with
crack
you
your
hang out with
fucking
Katie
brain
did.
right there?
You hang out with Katie did.
I don't hang out with Katie did.
Okay, good.
And I would like to clear the record that we do not hang out. I've never DM'd him. I've never spoken to him. The only time that I have ever spoken to John Malin on a stream like this was Raptors. And it only lasted for 20 seconds.
But even so, that him saying you're hanging out with pedos and implying that you're one of them, which you're obviously very not. So like that's fucking ridiculous to begin with.
Oh, I know.
You know.
Yeah, it is kind of.
I'm a little bit disappointed in John Malin there for not defending Katie, to be honest, because the way he just brushed it off.
Well,
He actually defends her later on, though. Later on in the stream, he actually does defend Katie.
Yeah, to be fair, he's like machine gunning accusations left and right.
Fair enough.
That's true. That's true.
And I will say, too, I don't expect
true.
any of them to stand up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a big girl, you know? Like, they don't have to, you know, go out of their way to, you know, anything.
Well, yeah, and
It's
Katie-
appreciated, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I don't expect it, and so and I don't get upset about it if it's not addressed the way, you know, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't expect anybody to any of them to do that. You know, they don't have to. You know.
Well, there's a different thing too. Like those guys, John Malin, Shane Davis, and Ethan Van Sciver, they're like what they're doing when they're doing it. How would I put it? When they're on stream, they have to constantly be aware that that's going to instantly affect their business. And I'm not saying like that they thought that defending you would affect their business in any way. I'm just saying like that's the first thing they think about. So, you know, when, like you guys said, when he's getting machine gunned accusations from Matt Barr, he's got to like respond to the first one instantly. You know what I mean? Like he's got to prioritize things, essentially, is what I'm saying. So.
Yeah. And that's why I understand why in this situation. You know what I mean? I agree.
So thank you for fucking
Anybody else you'd like to
real quick? Wrangler says this old fart in the Eastern time zone has got to work in the morning. Have a great night, everybody, and God bless. Thank you, Wrangler. Thank you for showing up tonight, man. I appreciate it.
Good night, Wrangler.
All right, go ahead.
Wrangler.
allege that I'm hanging out with that are pedophiles.
Why are you
Go
being
ahead, Matt
pedantic?
Bart.
You're
Use your
being
big brain.
pedantic.
Use your big
pedantic.
brain.
Right
Where's
now,
the
you're being
pedophiles I'm
pedantic.
hanging
I'm
out
not
with?
Patrick
Look here,
T.
motherfucker. You're gonna start telling people I'm hanging out with
What am I
pedos.
looking
Name
at,
them.
badass?
Name
What am I
them.
looking
Name
at? Your
them.
fucking shitty drawing.
Name the pedos, you fucking loser.
Oh,
Name
yes,
the
latch
pedos.
onto that,
Name
you
them.
dick.
Name
Latch onto that.
them.
I already did, faggot.
Name them. Name them.
I already did.
You didn't name anybody. I don't hang out with any of those people, you fucking idiot.
So are you denouncing those people?
No,
Are
I'm
you
not denouncing
denouncing
fucking
Katie
anybody.
did?
I'm telling
Are
you a fucking
denouncing
fact.
Katie
I
did?
don't hang out with
So
anybody.
you know
I don't
what
hang out
Katie
with them.
did as a dog.
Never even been on her
pedophile? Are you
channel.
denouncing
Never,
her?
never
Are you
even been on her
denouncing
channel.
Katie did? Or are you
What
approving
kind
it?
of SJW bullshit is this?
Yeah,
He needs to denounce. He needs to denounce. What is this fucking an argument against Trump? Do you denounce the white nationalists?
Right.
What the fuck?
And it's the same thing too. I've constructed this ridiculous argument about this person that I don't like. Do you denounce that? And you're just like, what are you supposed to say to that? You know?
What is the goal here?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, Matt, let's say I denounce everybody. I'll denounce anyone you want. What's accomplished here? You're gonna be happy after that? No, you're still gonna
drew the
bitch.
pumpkin in 20 minutes, bitch.
All this because he drew the max so fast.
Yes. All of this because he drew a fucking pumpkin.
Which is a huge compliment to him. All this thing, everything that's happening, all they're getting mad at is the fact that he can fucking draw.
Yes.
So this is all a huge plus for John Malin.
Oh yeah.
When I was in high school, I was showing my drawings around, and there was this really pretty girl, and she looked at me straight in the eye. She said, "You didn't draw this." I was like, thanks. It's really that draw. Is that good that you're doubting the even possibility? You know, it's like, okay, that's cool.
It's a compliment.
It
and
is.
then Matt turns around and goes, "Oh no, your drawing was shit." But if the drawing was shit, why did you doubt that it took longer to do it in the first place? He's contradicting himself. This guy's a jackass.
Yeah.
He's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
He maybe
I
just told you.
Maybe he's got a
General Piggy has a good, good
head
point
wound?
there too. You bring that up.
yes.
The one up
General
above
Piggy
that.
says Matt Barr has no. I'm gonna call him Matt Bear from now on because maybe it'll annoy him. Matt Bear has no standards. Kamikaze, what's up, Cammy? She says they're all a bunch of Karens. Yes, they are. Leftist talk says Catalyst's fault.
He's more head wound than artist now.
Yeah, actually, speaking about head wound, Carbon and the people in the chat who are interested, I have actually written a demo, and I'm going to send it to Carbon in the next 2 days here of a song called "Head Wound" that will be on the Comicsgate album.
Oh my god, that would be great.
Yeah, it's like a punk song, but it's like punk and metal. It'll go back and forth because that's kind of the idea. Like it like instantly jumps from one thing to the next with no reason whatsoever. So it'll be a weird song, but I think it'll be fun. It'll be cool.
Cool, man. Yeah, that's great. I'm looking forward to it.
The worst part about this song, I'm so stoked about showing it to you, Carbon, because the worst part about it is that, like, it's gonna be a fucking banger of a song, and I'm afraid that Matt is gonna like use it for his openings or something. I'll sue him. That's what I'll do.
Johnny's faster than John.
Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny's drawing an old.
I drew it whilst you were talking.
He drew
Just to
Pumpkin Man.
prove
there,
to
look
Matt
at that.
that you can draw a pumpkin in under 5 minutes.
There you go. Amazing. So Johnny, does that mean you'll draw for me a picture of Pumpkin Man the way you did that that crazy Kirby style stuff?
If you really want one, then yeah, I'll work on it. I thought you were joking.
No. Are you fucking kidding? No. I'll talk to you. I'll DM you price wise and we'll figure it out. All right, go ahead, Katie.
Dude, not fucking denouncing anybody. Not
Oh, so
denouncing
you
anybody.
approve of Katie Didd's behavior?
Not denouncing, and that's also not an approval, you fucking retard.
Oh, okay. So you could, yeah, exactly.
That sucks, man, because you really thought you had me and you got jack shit on me.
You thought you had me?
What do I have you on? What do I have you on? What do I think I have you on?
High school kid.
That you draw janky hands? What's the worst thing?
You don't draw hands at all.
You went and said, this motherfucker is the thing I'm thinking out with pedophiles and acting like because I made fun of his hands that were on the same level.
I gotta say that this point is my favorite part. Like when artists start to argue, you can't draw hands, like, and they're screaming at each other. This is gold, man. I love this shit.
You ain't putting my hands. You hang on.
You can't draw horses.
Oh, that's
draw horses
the
now.
same thing, isn't it?
Dude,
draw me a horse with 4 hands.
Finish with the hand comment.
Bro,
You didn't let me finish
bro,
because you're a faggot.
Okay. I'm gonna interject.
Like anybody in the chat.
I'm gonna interject here for a second, guys, because number one, I have a super chat, and number two, it kind of touches on, I guess, the point that you guys are arguing about.
Take your challenge up in an hour and a half.
I just said I'm about to read something. God, calm down.
Back in today.
Once again, way to go out. This is $10 from Sci-Fi. Also, so this is a question for John. Why did you run away or not? I think it's supposed to say or not address the evidence Raptor has showed out of curiosity, John.
Why did I run away from Raptor's show? He kicked me out of his show. Like Dollar Store Shane Davis kicked me from his show when Katie did popped in there. And I said, fuck this. I don't get kicked. So I fucking left. Nobody fucking ran away. Ask that motherfucker. He'll tell you. That motherfucker will tell you. He kicked me from the stream.
Yeah,
I worked at the Big Two.
Dude, shut up.
Hold
I'm
on
not
a
talking
second.
to you right now, Matt. You fucking weirdo. Weirdo.
Fuck you,
Dude,
liar.
dude, bro.
You
Bro,
liar.
dude, bro.
Fucking
Dude,
fake
bro.
liar, dude.
Dude,
All right, hold on, Matt, you gotta let me handle this question from the chat, bro.
Give him some rope.
Bro, dude.
So John, to be fair, and you don't have to like it, and you could have just left, or whatever, but Raptor does that all the time. He kicks us everybody to the back. He puts himself, just like I did now with us. That's what kind of what Raptor does.
He don't do it to me. I fucking left. You kicked me. I'm fucking gone. I'm not playing your fucking stupid game.
Fair enough. Just wanted to at least put that out there.
I don't know the motherfucker.
Right. No, I get you.
Huh.
But I had to at least explain it.
Yeah, look at how he treats Cecil. He knows him.
Yeah, bro, dude. Let fucking Dark get talk on me.
So no, I mean, yeah. So I guess the question is, all right. So you addressed the running away part. I guess the other part is like when Raptor was, I guess, making his argument about Katie. Like,
what about it?
I don't know. I didn't watch the stream, but apparently.
And what are you asking? Go watch the stream. Then ask me a question about it.
No. What did he?
Why
ask?
did you attack Patrick T? Like they were showing you what happened, and you decided to attack Patrick T because
Patrick T. I
hold on.
Why are you hanging out and you?
The question was
hang?
The question was from Sci-Fi, and it was, or not address the evidence Raptor has showed out of curiosity.
I addressed everything that he showed me when I was on that stream. Then he kicked me. What do you want? Fucking weirdos. Go watch the stream. What are you just like hearing these things and repeating them? That's directed at whoever super chatted that. If you watched it, you saw me address everything. And then you watched me get kicked. Like, what more do you want? Fucking blood?
Oh, jeez. Horrible. Jesus.
What? Dude, bro, what?
That's
what,
your tactic?
What's my tactic, dude? What's my tactic, dude?
I don't know.
Answering the question,
right now.
Dude, what do you think my tactic is? Answering the question, dude? Telling people what happened? Dude, you think that might be
exactly what happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, dude. Matt, you're fucking fried, man. I don't know what happened, man, but you're fried, man.
I'm fried, dude. You haven't even
fried.
Thanks for your opinion. It means absolutely nothing.
You're welcome.
It means shit, dick.
I feel like it means the world to you.
It doesn't. I just think you're a faggot, dude. And whenever Ethan has something to say, you jump in. I know you don't.
Care.
Then why are you going on to every fucking show talking about me?
I barely talk about you. Barely talk about you
about Jack's show.
That part barely talk about you.
This guy, let me tell you something.
Once in a while,
This guy does have some problems, Matt Barr, because that little exchange right there at the end, he has this strange obsession. He just claimed that John's always talking about him, but he's not, though. John doesn't talk about him on his streams. Only in response to the fact that Matt Barr made that video in which he talked about the Graybeards art. It's insane, dude.
You're always talking about me, man. I made a video about you saying you did this or that, and now you're talking about it, man. Why are you so...
I watch every stream you make, and you talk about me. Why are you so obsessed about me?
Yeah.
It's how all this started to begin with. Remember? This all started, the whole Matt Barr arc, with him picking fights on Twitter. He picked fights with Anna and Cecil. And then when people responded to that, he goes, oh, no, they're fighting with me. Dude, this all began with you, man. Like, it's insanity. This is crazy.
It's, yeah. And, you know, I think Ethan kind of, like, cut it out, like, when he decided to add Liam to the Comicsgate Commandos. Or the Commandos, the Comicsgate Kings. Liam is not good enough to be in the Commandos yet. You know, Kings, it's a lower honor, but you know, one day he'll be in the Commandos. But when he added Liam to the Kings, it was like that was when the point at which Matt Barr like lost his mind completely.
Matt Barr is the classic example of what they say in here. If you do the same thing enough and expect different results, that's the definition of insane. He is. He just does the same shit. He goes out, moans at people, and then makes it out like they're moaning at him. He's just a little bitch.
You pop up. And
why are you talking about me at all?
Because we're on streams, Matt.
You cry about people fucking liking tweets.
How about you comprehend this?
Suck.
You're right, because you're bullshitting right now. Now I'm about
Dude,
to
I'm not bullshitting. You're so excited.
Then shut up and let me fucking talk. Then shut up and let me talk. You ask me something, then let me fucking answer it, you fucking loser. Let me answer it.
You don't answer anything truthfully.
If for anybody that's on stream, if a topic comes up, it'd be that you or fucking Dark Gift or anybody else, we comment on it. Now you and I have an experience together, and then that tends.
And then you fucking lie.
What did I lie about, Matt Barr?
You lied about whether or not my book was finished. You were like,
I have no idea about your book, Vince. I asked a question. Well, I asked a question the other day, and I specified it could be a rumor.
I need you to go back and listen to what I said about you. When I was talking about you, well, you're really
you care what I say about you. Look, Matt, this is the difference. You care what I say about you. I don't care what you say.
When I brought up the quantum,
I don't go around and be like, I hope Matt Barr is talking well of me today.
Dude, there's nothing well to say about you. Your shit sucks. Your book sucks.
Well, okay.
You can't draw horses. You can't draw shit.
All right.
You can't draw hands. Every hand in Godlike is a clenched fist.
You know how gay this sounds? You know how gay this sounds?
Dude, we're in the art industry. You showed up saying that my art sucks.
Matt, it really does sound like a closet case. Like he's whining about people like caring about him. It's like really tiny dick energy.
Yeah.
He probably has a tiny dick.
Yeah, for sure.
You draw horse carbon. Yeah.
You can't draw horses. That's the funniest shit ever, man.
It sounds like it sounds like he desperately wants to be perceived as like a genius, and he is coming up against the idea that maybe he's not, and he's coming up and he's arguing with people who are much more likely to be considered geniuses, and so he's like getting very mad about and jealous. I think that's really what Matt Barr's thing is. He's jealous. You know, we all have flaws. We really do. Like we all have very distinct flaws that we've got to struggle with. Whatever yours may be, I think Matt Barr's might be that he's just kind of jealous about other people's abilities. Like he could embrace his own level of talent and make comic books with people and be in Comicsgate and make a lot of money doing it and do a lot of freelance and make a shit ton of money. You know, he could do that, but he wants to be considered the best. So when there's other people who are considered better than him, he doesn't like that. And I think that's I from what I can tell, if I'm psychoanalyzing him here, look, guys, I've got a degree in psychology, okay, from a state university, so I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, no.
So your assessment is that he's jealous.
My assessment, yeah, is that he is jealous. He maybe never received the amount of acceptance from his own father that he wished he had.
No.
And so he now kind of takes it out upon other people. The father thing is maybe a little bit of a jab, but I also, you know, I kind of don't.
Do you think that Matt Barr perhaps views John Malin in a father figure sort of role, or perhaps?
No, I think Matt Barr looks at him as a bully. Like I think Matt Barr has had bullies in his life. You know, like people who are shitty at things also get bullies in life. Like not just people who are good at things. So I think he's jealous. He's shitty at things, and he looks at John as a bully, as the bullies he's had in his younger life. And the fact of the matter is John's just more talented and just does work that's good. You know what I mean? So I think that's what all this is. If I'm
What were you going to say, Katie?
Well, I was actually going to say I a while back, I heard him talk about a little story about himself. And it was quite interesting, actually. I'm going to try to remember word by word. I'm going by verbatim here a little bit, but it seemed like he had his dad. His dad was in his life, but he had mentioned how his brother, who has like a PhD or something, like he's like, I don't know, let's just say doing really well. And so and his father always kind of admired that. So that in some way it got turned into a competition between him and his brother.
Yes.
When it came to their dad's acceptance of it a little. And so when he told that story, I was like, oh my God. I said, there it is. I almost clipped it because it just, and I wish I did.
Almost. Katie!
Well, he was talking, yeah, I know. I kicked myself now because I can't remember when it was or what screen it was on.
The people want me to kick you now.
I deserve it. But he mentions that him and his brother were always in competition with one another, and so you know, which explains the big. I think he went to a really nice art college in New York or something like that.
Oh, he sure did.
So it just kind of all it all kind of makes sense. And you know what? It's almost sad because it's like, well, that's sad. That's sad that you had to feel like you had to prove yourself.
Yes.
You know, I have a little bit of like 10% of pity on him with that.
Yeah.
Because it's like
he has a complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a chip on his shoulder in which he always feels inadequate. And even with the college thing, actually, he's a Nepo baby because his mother apparently is an artist. He revealed this at some point. And so he got into the school through her connection. He got into the School of Visual Arts in New York through her. So he never really accomplished anything on his own merit. It is actually kind of sad. It's pretty pathetic when you think about it. Fuck this
And I guess
guy.
that's why I didn't clip it. I think that's why I didn't clip it because I did feel so bad for him. I was like, man, I don't.
No, but he deserves
told me not to.
He deserves the full wrath of the Commandos to rain down on them.
Yes,
Fucking
but-
rain the chopper down on this piece of shit.
It explains it all, though. I mean, but see, Carbon, I look at us disassembling his psychological makeup as us raining down the fires from the Apache upon him, and this is really what it comes down to. You know what you just said, Katie. I'd love to see that clip. I'd love to watch that and see that. But like, if that's true, Like, look, I have 6 brothers.
Just ask him.
Fucking
No,
hell.
we should ask him. We should just ask him.
You like the Irish mafia.
But the point is the point is that like they're all good, very, very good at particular things. And I'm good at particular things. But it for a long time took me a while to realize that like because I always looked at them and I was like, they're all amazing at everything, and they've got wives and children, and like, what the fuck am I doing? And you have to look at the things that you're good at and be happy about those. So that's where Matt Barr is right now. I think he's in a situation where, because look, he's not bad at art.
The really sad thing, when I used to get.
Go ahead, Johnny.
Oh, sorry, mate. I think I'm jumping a bit. Yeah, the sad thing is, like, when I used to get Matt Barr on my shows, I used to rein him in a bit. And I got to his human side. We used to talk about camping and the outdoors. But the minute you start speaking about something to do with Comicsgate, it's like a little switch triggers in his head. And he just goes mental. If you try and... He's got a human side somewhere, deep down, under that shell of a cunt. But it's hard to find.
You're exactly right, Johnny. You're right. Everybody does, though. Okay, so that's something we should remember here on the Comicsgate Commandos. Yes, we are going to obliterate people here, like Matt Barr, because he deserves it. But at the same time, Johnny's right. There is a human underneath there, and there's reasons that he does what he does. And for him, the reasons that he does things seem legitimate. So it's actually more useful for us to figure out why he thinks that and disassemble that and build it back up, because he does have talent. Like, he is a talented person. He's much better at art than I am. I know that. You guys, we all have our own talents. He's actually much better at art than most people. So if we can,
it's too late for Matt Barr.
No, it's not. It's never
He's
too late for
he's sealed his fate.
It's
the
never
pity
too late
that will
for
show
anybody.
him. The pity that will show him is that we'll give him a proper burial.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
God, Carbon.
There's still some light in him. I see it.
Yes, that's how I feel. Frederick, exactly right. Look, Carbon, it's like this. Like, God damn, dude. Look, we can turn if he repents and turns back and is humble, and humility is the main thing here, then we can get Matt Barr back on the right path. We can have him drawing comic books for people. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. He'll learn lessons from people. It'll be fun. He's actually a pretty decent artist. I honestly think we need to allow people the ability to come to apologize and be humble and come back. And that's like Liam did it. Why not anybody else? You know what I mean? You guys knew how Liam was before that. Do you remember that? Before Liam apologized?
Yeah.
Before he got like, it was like, oh, fuck Liam. But okay, go ahead.
I don't want to hear an apology. I think the only way to settle this is to draw horses and have a draw off.
Yeah.
You really want to see that, don't you?
I want to see him and John Malin in a boxing ring. That's what I want to see. That'd be brilliant.
I think they should do a cockfight on DG's stream. Get it over with.
I'm the DG of my own stream here. Everybody wants to crucify him. And I'm like, let's give him a
Well, it's funny because usually I'm the optimist, but I think we did a role reversal because Patrick, now you're the optimist and you're trying to redeem him.
Oh my God.
Hey, JJ.
What's up, JJ?
Hey, JJ. How's it going?
JJ Trujillo. JJ, do you want me to send you the link? Let me know.
I was on a stream with him earlier. He's a good bloke. I was on
He really
Liam's
is.
stream.
What if
American people, bloke means nice fella. All right, continue.
A bloke's just another word for a man. He's a good man. He's a good bloke.
What if we could take Matt Barr and send him somewhere where we don't want them to succeed? Like, IDW, for example, or Boom, or any of these smaller comic book
Dr.
companies.
Ben, why would you not want him to okay, Dr. Ben?
No, we send him into there.
Is he a Republican?
He's going to do the same thing he does here, and he's going to start fighting with people and start causing all this chaos and get their entire.
You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that.
But he's going to be fired just being known that he's a conservative. They'll fire him before they even get to that part of Matt Barr.
Well, I mean, there is that too. Like it would take a lot to see him with the United Nations, though, working with the UN. I think there's more to that than we're really understanding. So I think that's the other thing is I think he's of a sort that could cross over and be like, oh yeah, like all he'd have to say is how much he hated Ethan and how much he hated Comicsgate, and then I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I think he's like how they said like that the settlers gave like disease blankets to Indians and stuff. Like the same thing. Like here you go, comic book company that we don't like. Here's Matt Barr. Have him on your stable of all this.
Dr. Ben, you've ruined my plans entirely. This whole stream was set up to be like a psychological attack on Matt Barr to force him to engage with those people so that we could have an in. I was trying to get him into Comicsgate side so I could like use him as a double agent, but you've ruined it now because you've told everybody.
It will still work.
Oh my God.
I thought you were going to say maybe we can send him to some place like the Phantom Zone. It's the only kind of place that he'd be okay, where we can get rid of him.
Oh my God! All the hate on here. He can be changed, guys. God damn it! We can change him. JJ Trujillo says, "I can't come on today, but I need you to goot you on to promote your killer book." I don't to get. I think is what he meant to say.
Goot you on.
You goot me on. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. And speaking of which, okay, Dr. Ben, I totally meant like I reminded myself 2 times before the stream happened to be like, send Dr. Ben a message, say get his eBay and his Indiegogo sign up page ready to go. And I never sent either of those to you. Do you have those pages ready to go? Can you send them in the private chat? Kamikaze says you can't tell that 90% of the slums are SJWs.
Yeah, they are.
It's crazy.
Now anyway.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk about that for real right here, right now. There's a lot of people, they say the people in the slums are the people who disagree with Ethan / Malin / Shane are SJWs. They're leftists. They're leftards. They're ripitards. They're yada, yada, yada. I don't like these broad ranging terms. I like very specific terms. There are people right now who are trying to destroy Comicsgate. And they are in our chats, and they're here. What do we call those people? Because they're not always the same group of people. They're not always, ripitards versus leftards versus.
The collective word for them would be cunts.
Johnny Scab, you read my mind. You beat me to it. Perfect.
The technical definition is cunts. Yes.
Got right to the bone there, yeah.
JJ says he can be changed, fully transitioned to be a woman. Oh my God. You see, okay, look. Matt Barr, if you're watching this and you see this, you see right now, I'm trying to get you to be here and to be copacetic. All right? I'm trying to get you to be back in the group. You can be here. You can be with everybody. You can be back in the group. You were on the Comicsgate Commandos, Johnny's Comicsgate Commandos originally. You can come back. You can be here with all of us and laugh at the fucking weirdos. Can you turn around? See, I know you guys. You're like, you don't know forgiveness.
But Patrick, there was a time he was already given a chance. There was a time where he came back onto Ethan's stream. Remember that? After they fought for a little bit And he went on and they kind of hashed it out. And he goes, "Oh no, I like you, man. No, it's just And then they kind of they got over it. But then he went back to his retarded ways.
Yeah.
It's
You're
over.
right. I know.
The head wound is permanent.
I try. Look, I try. Okay. All right. I'm done trying. All right. Okay. All right. Here we have Dr. Ben's. I'm sorry, Dr. Ben. I got distracted by my stupid shit. Dr. Ben, go ahead and talk about your newest comic book, Worry.
Yeah. So this is just the eBay for the preview ashcan copy of there it is. This is like the centerfold. So that's what I'm saying. Like this is like if you get this, has this fantastic little centerfold picture in there. This is carefully blown up on the screen so you can see that it's this picture of July 13th, day where we got the careful instructions from the 47th president of the United States, Donald John Trump. He told us to fight, fight, fight. So this is in the middle of there. I'm gonna have. I need to go get like the shipping supplies just so I can send out the the 11 by 17 like print of this I did too or whatever. But this is in the middle of like the mini zine, the mini comic here. There's a couple of the unfinished pages, the works in progress. Covers the politics. It covers my satanic goth murder story. There's me printing some of them out. We'll have once the crowdfund launches. That's what I'm saying. This is on the eBay. If you get this, you also get this old horror manga thing that I drew back in 2012 when I first started doing weird comics.
Nice.
This one has a meat slicer and a cannibal in it. $10 on the eBay, and then it's not very big. Where's the other thing?
That's actually really cheap as well, isn't it? $10. That's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get two little. The manga's probably like 30, 36, 30, 37 pages, something like that. This is only 12 pages, but I mean, it's where's the cover?
$10 is a great price. That's the hip new price. Everybody knows it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then once it goes up, once I launch the actual crowdfund, that's why I was trying to switch over to the is this it? Yeah, here. This is the pre-launch for the Indiegogo is what this is. Put in your email address and
can I get some of the mods to post that in the chat, please?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can put it over in the private chat. Is that where I put the link to the?
You can put it there, but I kind of want the mods to do it. You know what I mean? Like they've got to prove themselves. I have so many mods.
Well, so anyway,
Katie, since you're on the chat, you don't count at the moment, so don't.
Yeah.
I want to see the other mods do shit.
Okay.
But we will be launching. That's why I've got to finish going over the price points for. We're gonna have hand screen printed shirts, prints and whatnot, and then I'm assuming I'll probably use the same company I used for. If you blow me up real quick, I can show you like the comic I did through Comics Wellspring. I printed this a couple years ago just to like kind of get an idea of how the how to send the files and everything. This is the first story where it's about this girl that has acid thrown on her face, and and there's creepy killer clowns as well. So it's. But that's what I'm saying. I did this through Comics Wellspring. Those guys, yeah. And I'm not going to do the ad when I print the actual comics. I'm saying like this is just sort of like a test to get an idea my pizza guy, doing an interview with Jim Rugg that I did back in 2012. The pizza guy instead. That I find it odd. Like that was the part that confused me with Raptor and all of them and Matt Barr, is that they see the pizza and they see a cartoon piece of pizza and they immediately think sex crimes. Like,
you know, Dr. Ben, I will say this much. I forgot to mention it earlier. That was one of the pieces of this whole stream that I watched. You coming on, you saying your piece, and them fucking dogpiling you.
Oh yeah.
And calling you all kinds of names. And honestly, dude, like I was like the whole time I was like, fuck yeah, Dr. Ben, like represent. Like you were respectful. You didn't bow down to their bullshit, and you didn't let them and their idea, this whole pedo thing, you didn't let that get through. Like you didn't let that be a thing. And I honestly, like, that was super good, dude. Ben
definitely touched a nerve. He touched a nerve with them because he's the only one to be permanently banned from Raptor's channel. I heard Raptor say it. He said he wouldn't let him back on.
Permanently banned. Wow.
Yeah. That's brilliant. What an achievement.
Good job, Dr. Ben.
Well, you know what I think what it is too, Dr. Ben? You brought up a very good point, and I couldn't agree with you more when you were talking about, the Minecraft situation and what online bullying can do to some people. You really made them stop in their own tracks. Like you can tell that they just didn't. They were fumbling around a little bit.
Exactly.
You took them completely off guard because they never think about that. They just don't think about the consequence of like what it can do to somebody. Like, I'm a detractor for Eric and the Zeros, right? But I only speak out on their business practices and the way they manipulate their audience and stuff. But I never really ever go deep like they would. Like I would never go that hard on his personal life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not the same because like John Malin was describing it also as being something like a public shaming of something that is pretty much character assassination, like to the extreme extent that can lead to that kind of self-Minecrafting thing. So it's not the same level. And even Matt Barr tried to turn it around. Oh, what about calling me having a head wound? Yeah, like that's gonna fucking hurt your feelings, bro. What an asshole. What about me, guys?
He went right back to it too. The very next day, just.
Here's the thing too. Patrick T did the same shit when I didn't get to see the stream when Patrick T first brought me up. The one that Shane privated. I never got to see that. I only got to see what it was when I was watching J Dolla's stream because someone had pointed me to where they could go that he showed a little bit of it. But he was like, well, you guys, she sues me. I'm going to sue you for saying I bury dead hookers out in the back. And it's like, bro, that's not even your situation is nothing to mess with. Like, what are you talking about? Jeez,
Yeah,
I'd rather be accused
ridiculous.
of burying bodies in the back than what I'm getting accused of now. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jesus. Dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, that was a lame comeback or to try to defend their own behavior. It didn't work.
Well, this is the thing too, is they're not gonna like you said, like when you finally touch a nerve or finally get through to them, where they're like, oh shit, like you can see it, like the gears clicking, going like, oh shit, we are like the bad people. We are the.
Are we the baddies? Yeah.
Are we the baddies? Yeah.
They're not gonna like say that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna be like, oh guys, you're right. Oh shit, I am. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still gonna like keep up the bit just because that's just your
Well, the gears were turning because internally they realized, they started thinking about it. They go, "Oh, what if that were to actually happen?" Because of their fucking nonsense, they'd be fucked, right? Like, because Katie's good. Katie's going to be all right, obviously. But if they were to do that to other people and it were to happen, they'd be finished. Their channels would be done. So it made them think a little bit. Maybe, yeah, no, it was a very good point, Ben. Also, I love the fact that you stuck around the whole stream until the very end. That was hilarious. You're just there.
Hey, what are we doing? Yeah. All right. Yeah. What are you doing? Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I give props to anybody that goes on there because there was sometimes I had moments where I felt like getting on there, but I was like, nope, because what happened on Raptor Stream with what they were arguing about, it is not a very comfortable place. I mean, I know you're behind a computer, but you could feel it. Like as soon as you get on there, you can feel just evil. Just
Yeah.
So I give you props, Dr. Ben, for sticking through all that because I wouldn't have. I would have gone on there and be like, well, let me talk to John Malin. Let it be you and
Yeah.
me and John Malin and Dark Gift. Like, I'm not talking to nobody else. Malin's got the questions. If he wants to just ask me directly, well, we'll do it here, but it's going to be not with everybody else. But I knew that that's what they also would want me to do. So I was like, I'm sure John and I will have that conversation one day. Or maybe never, but I've heard him enough talk about it, and I think he gets it. There's some things I think he doesn't quite understand, but see, that's the thing. He's getting told by everybody else, not by me. So it's a little frustrating, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I'm just glad that he was willing to see the bullshit, and I'm thankful for that. So, but yeah, I give props to anybody that goes on there. Because it's a nightmare. I mean, it is literally got to go in with your guns loaded, ready to go. You can't just
Yeah.
crazy. No, but I pulled up where Dillard comes in. I thought maybe you wanted to see that. I think you get a laugh out of it.
You got it right now, ready to go?
Yep.
Let me do that then. That's what you're sharing, right?
Yep.
Cool.
I just think y'all would like it.
He goes, just sending you another DM to clog it up even more.
Right.
Shut up, Uncle Bancroft.
I cheer these PG-13 dudes in the chat. They don't want to cross over to the rated R realm. I get it. And
J Dollar is another piece of shit, by the way.
I can't get over the meme. Ethan got pissed off at Bancroft for showing up on Raptors. I mean, dude, it was a.
I didn't like Sniper. From what was said, I watched the stream from, like I said, from like an hour and 3 minutes, the 3 hours straight, and it's like Sniper was very. I didn't like.
Yeah, that's Chris Stanley from the chat.
Oh, is it
He's
really?
another scumbag. Yeah.
Well, Chris Stanley has been there in the chat for a while, so that's fascinating.
There's a history there actually with Chris Stanley and Ethan Van Sciver. Very briefly, let me tell you where it was last summer, maybe 5 months ago. Chris Stanley was on Finatra's channel.
I know this one, yes.
Ethan was in the chat, and then Ethan actually came onto the stream. And then this guy, Sniper, Chris Stanley, he went nuts on Ethan, accusing Ethan of doxing someone. He spurred out crazy on Ethan. And actually, he even used the N-word too. It was so ridiculous.
Damn.
There's something off about that guy. Yeah, he's got problems. And then Ethan was like, "You're nuts, man. You have problems." And then Ethan ended up refunding him everything that he's bought from EVS. And he ended up blocking him too. And then since then, he's been out for Ethan.
Well,
for Stanley.
naturally. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to pay attention to me?
Well, it's funny actually, Carbon Heart. It was actually a year ago, I would say. That situation happened. Gosh, it was probably 2 days after Tony and I were first on Trashcast. So I want to say that's, oh God, it's coming up to a year. But anyway, so yeah, I remember somebody had pointed us to the stream, so I went, and because I knew of Panatra, so I went over there, and I remember seeing Chris losing his mind. What led up to all that though was when Darkiff first mentioned me and Tony to Ethan, and had suspicions of us being grifters, and so that's where it led to when Chris got on there, and I just remember watching it. I like I said, this is like the first time I'm seeing a lot of these guys, because like I said, I watched Comicsgate streams, but I never knew the depths below it, let's just say. So I don't recognize most of these people, and it was just wild. I've never seen anybody lose their shit like Chris did. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen. I mean, it was wild. But yeah, I know exactly what you're talking, Carbon Heart.
He's another guy who just has tiny dick energy, pretty much.
Well, okay, let's stop saying tiny dick energy.
TD.
As a guy who has an average dick size, I feel like the tiny dick thing is just like a kind of like I don't know. That's like a liberal thing to say.
No, average is way better than tiny. Average
know
is actually pretty good.
I know, but it's like this is a liberal way to go about making our arguments, saying, "Oh, he's got tiny
Well,
dick
no, I
energy."
mean, sometimes,
It's like,
yeah,
it's
you're
the
right.
most
It's
douchey way to go about it. You know what
no,
I mean?
I mean, I know what
You
you're
should
saying.
call him a
Sometimes
Marxist
it's
or something.
overused.
You'd be better.
Sometimes it's overused, but in these specific cases, it applies. I think it's accurate. That's what these guys.
I understand what you're saying. I agree there. I agree that what you're saying. Like, but like, the thing is, when you use it, you make it a cultural thing. Carbon, you don't understand. You're a cultural icon, Carbon Heart. And when you say things like that, they become cultural, turns of phrases. So, we gotta be aware of what we're bringing.
Well, I only said it about Matt Barr and Chris Stanley.
Well,
instead, you know what I could say instead?
What we should say is they have saggy tits energy. That's what we should say.
Or no balls. I would say he has no balls.
Yeah.
The high pitched voice explains that too.
There you go.
That man has no dick.
Yeah. No dick, saggy tits. Wow, he's really gross. He's got no dick and
He can't draw hands.
really saggy tits, can't draw hands, and his name is Matt Barr.
Oh god. Okay.
That's what he threw Bancroft under the bus.
Wait,
Is
Katie,
Woodrow
do
in
you
Japan?
think my Trump impersonation was good there? Everybody else
Yes,
shits on
it's
it.
really good.
Oh, thank
It's
you. Oh my
good.
god, everybody else shits on it. I was like, thank God there's somebody who thinks it's funny.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny.
I don't know.
Big dude in the chat. Big dude.
Oh, was that you, Patrick?
What?
I thought somebody said something and I forgot
No,
it's Chris
I didn't say
Stanley's.
it.
Oh, it's Alice Matt's voice. Okay, never mind. Jesus Christ.
In the chat addressing me. I want to answer Victor's comment. He says, "A last event never has any big moments when these things happen." Let me
Wait a
just
minute,
say,
pause
for
it.
one, I am thankful
Did
for that.
you imply that I sound like Alice Matt? Is that
No,
what you
and
just
this
implied
were
there?
like 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Okay.
2 seconds.
The nerve.
2 seconds.
Patrick's got little duck energy.
Oh, Dr. Ben, I think you just made a cultural phenomenon.
Oh my god.
Little duck energy.
Little duck energy. Amazing.
Oh, my god, I'm in tears. I'm in tears. Oh god. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, right.
I really am.
Look who slides in at the end. Hold on.
Oh, this guy.
I can't believe you guys let Malin come in here and just run all over you.
Yeah.
Here he is. Here
Oh,
he
you
is.
guys made asses of yourselves.
I didn't make an ass of myself. Fuck that
Well,
shit.
I mean, Malin made an ass. Jay Dollar, oh my god, he's like, who said that? Who fucking said that shit? Jay Dollar was silent. Oh my god.
Bro, I started
You fucking
cracking.
judgment of the year.
Wait.
I'm so
are you
fucking
are you talking about when Melon was like, "Who said that?"
Yeah,
Who
I
said
called
that?
him a gay ass bitch or something like that, and he's like,
He was like,
"Who said that?" Bro, I was like, "Yo."
I didn't even hear what he was talking about, and now you're telling. I thought maybe he misheard something, and then you're telling me that fucking Jay Dollars did it. Fuck.
I love it, Dillard. I love you so much. Extra homosexual, like
Jay Dollar's penis just sucked up into his tummy.
All of a sudden, I'm not circumcised anymore.
God damn.
Bro, this was a great night.
No, I wanted to be on so bad. I could not. I was not done with work.
Oh my god.
I was in the back. I was watching in a hangout with Yucky and.
Can you pause it, Katie, real quick?
Yeah.
John Dillard is a real consummate artist. He's fantastic at his work. Okay, so if you can go back any of his books, and yes, that may mean Yellow Flash's book when it comes out. But the thing about it is John Dillard is actually an amazing artist, and he did Pencils Down. So everybody can go back. Cammy, can you go find Pencils Down and put it in the chat, please? Thank you. I know you're not here very often, but I'm tasking you with a task here, Cammy. Please, you've got the wrench.
Pencils Down is like the Dillard book for Comicsgate.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Golden Flush book is like the Dillard book for I don't know, Geeks and Gamers.
Well,
Zeros.
All I know is Pencils Down is written by Justin Belmont. It's illustrated by John Dillard here, who's an amazing artist, and it's also written by Hojo, who is a fantastic, pure, unadulterated Comicsgate like legend. If you guys don't understand who Hojo is yet, go figure it out, because Comicsgate deserves to give Hojo a giant medal. Thank you very much. All right, you can continue, Katie. There.
You guys are just
been promoting the shit out of that fucking.
You guys are watching it.
Jeez.
That's good.
More gas money? Hold on, did I miss something?
Look at the lazomat.
Oh,
I
okay.
literally
Yeah, I'm
think
sorry.
Liam is writing like a dissertation.
All right.
On
Let me see, because I know he said something.
Me, Liam, why?
But he pretty much says tells both Matt and Raptor that they didn't do very well in their points to them. And you know what's funny? Oh god, my internet's gonna finally crap out. Yeah, I think it's gonna crap out.
You
But
know what's
anyway,
funny, Katie, is that Liam does do dissertations pretty much, and they're fucking awesome. If anybody has the pleasure of, oh my god, Liam's dissertations are amazing.
Let me get to it because he is great. He shows a page from Pencils Down. That.
I believe Liam said that
you claimed credit for writing it.
And by the way, when he showed the page for Pencils Down, I was like, Dillard, why do I feel like you did a little bit of promo there? Because I was sharing that link in the chat constantly. And I kept saying, back the book that, or whatever. I can't remember what I said, but I promoted the shit out of it. So when he showed it, I was like, you noticed, Dillard. You noticed. So that was cool. He showed some.
Four.
Well, I mean, that's $5 is not. It's going to Dark Gift. I'm not even being paid. I'm not even being paid, man.
Did we lose somebody? We got Matt. We got Kirby.
Oh, thank God. That fucking black guy.
Put you on the internet with
Damn it.
Well, back to that again.
What about me?
Valley Law says,
I don't know, he
guys,
said you're
drama
black or
is
something.
gay. Make
Nigga, you're the one
comics.
that
Yes.
left. That's what people say.
I'm doing that right now as we speak. I'm doing it. I'm doing
Oh
both.
yeah. I'm about to dip out. Let you guys have your show. Oh, and fuck you
thanks.
back bar.
You can call it that.
Go delice yourself.
No problem. No problem.
There you
Lord
go.
Jesus, you're the only real man here.
Yeah. Does anyone know what Does anyone know what slugs are? Does anyone know what this
Peace out.
product?
Hold on.
What is what?
Yeah. Have a look at this. It's just called Slug. It's a bunch of eyes from a comic book. Look at this here. Does anyone have any idea what the fuck this is selling?
Look at the bottom, dumb fuck. What does it say?
Yeah,
at the bottom?
it says Slug. It doesn't tell you what the fuck it is. I have no idea what this is mad for.
Is it a blender?
No,
Is it
maybe. I don't know. You know what I do.
Are y'all fucking dumb? Of course it's Jesus Christ.
I got no fucking idea what it is. It's apparently you can twist it left or right and it turns into something else. I don't know. It's an old comic
Oh
book
my
ad from the
fucking God.
90s.
Is this
I
an
thought
honest
maybe
conversation?
Americans might know.
He's drawing it right now.
Diller drawing pages
real
of
quick.
pencils down.
That's correct.
Bro, literally the black guy left and that's what Liam had after it. Like, what are you?
What?
What are you doing?
I just saw it sitting there and I was curious. That was a lull.
Normally, when black people leave, that's Jay Dollar. He feels like he's free now, to say whatever he wants.
Damn.
Like he's just drawing it right there.
No, dude, I had to draw this. This fucking almost broke me, dude. Drawing somebody snapping their fingers. Oh my god, I had to redraw this shit like 10 times.
I can imagine because you got to.
Plus,
get
this
like
guy only has 4 fingers.
Oh, that
Suffer.
I can't show the whole page. This is the last. This is the last page of it. It's like, you know what? I probably shouldn't even be showing this. To be
Yeah, we'll leave that off stream.
Oh no, you should be. Oh, you should.
Oh,
be.
sorry. No, well, I went to go hide it for him, and then he got rid of it, and then like he shifted into the spot that was on.
There's the betrayal.
I'm more interested in the Mighty Golden Patriot.
Hey, Darkest, how did Halloween go
That's
for
fair.
you? I missed your stream.
Of course they would say it, but that's it. That's it.
Oh wait, are they
Yeah, I
actually
think-
like? Did you watch the rest of that? Are they actually like interested in the Mighty Golden Patriot?
Not really. It was just a slide comment, just to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the end. It's pretty much the end of the stream there. The rest
Yeah.
is just kind of
But
crumbling.
I'm sorry I couldn't find that specific part, but I know he got on there and said that told them both of them why they messed up on their arguments or something. It was pretty funny. So I apologize I couldn't find that. I thought it was there, but yeah, Diller gave him a little bit of a hard time about it, but no, I thought that was cool. He was doing that, and I was like, "Oh, look at that!" And I've been sharing the link in the chat all night, and so when he showed that, I was spamming the chat like constantly with the link, just to prove a point as a reminder of why you should be backing this book.
Speaking of which, thank you, Katie. I saw you, and so did people who were watching Ethan's show the other night, just spamming the link to Phenomenal Tales #1, which actually ended up being a great segue. Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
No, seriously, like I kept watching the stream and being in the chat and like seeing your links, and I was like, oh my god, there it is! Like that's me, that's my thing. It was really cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll keep sharing them.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is my newest comic book. It is related to the first comic book. So if you're wondering, like, should I buy this one or should I buy the last one? The answer is you should buy both of them. We have Phenomenal Tales #1, which is the first in my ongoing series of comic books that are one story, one issue. And then we have Phenomenon, which is the mainline comic series. This is going to be completed after several issues. The storyline behind this one, but all the stories from Phenomenal Tales are contributing to that and showing you some of the background of the characters involved in Phenomenon. So here's the trailer for
Is that a
#1. Go ahead, Johnny.
Is that a new cover, Pat?
Oh yeah,
Phenomenon that you just showed. Is that a new cover? I've never seen that cover.
yeah. So
Brilliant.
the first comic had covers A and B. A was by Tomas Kavash, the interior artist, and B was by Rob Hunter. And this version is actually by the great and amazing Jimmy Reyes, and colored by Peter Gilmore, who also colors the interiors of Phenomenal Tales #1. But yeah, so this is a new cover. I didn't want to resell any of the like I've learned a lot of lessons from listening to people on the internet here. And one of them is that you don't resell a comic book that you've crowdfunded for less money than you sold it the first time. So #1 is still good, $20. And it's also 36 to 38 pages. I think it's 38 pages.
No covered.
Correct. And this one is you've got both of them, Johnny. You should have both of them. Don't you have both of them? I sent you 2.
Yeah, I have. They're brilliant. I was just showing it to people for in case they haven't seen it.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't
Brilliant.
on. Let me show.
But I like that Jimmy Reyes one. That looks well.
Show those covers. Show those again, Johnny.
That's Patrick's other comic.
Yeah,
well, that's Rob Hunter's. That's Rob Hunter's one, and that was your original, wasn't it? That one.
Yes. Yes. Amazing.
They're brilliant. Some of the best comics I've ever received.
Thank you, Johnny. So now we've got this one here is the cover, the Jimmy Reyes cover. So you guys should go check that out if you can. Phenomenal Tales #1 itself is actually only $10. This is a comic in which the greatest Soviet soldier has to face off against the most dangerous, mutated, radiated monster that he's ever encountered. And he's got to capture the damn thing for the war effort. So this comic book is it's funding now on Fund My Comic Book. It is $10 only. Now, obviously, you know, there's shipping, which is $8 for international or national, and $30 for international. And before I forget, there is a shipping code for those of you who want to buy both Phenomenon issue 1 and Phenomenal Tales. There is a shipping code that I can give you that is it'll save you on shipping for one of those comic books.
Oh, cool! Because
So-
I got both of them, and I had to pay shipping on both. Is that retroactive or?
It's not retroactive, but Frederick, I'm gonna send you lots of things to make up for that. Unless you'd rather I
Awesome.
just send you $8 American cash.
No,
which I
send me
can.
lots of things. I like mystery
Okay.
boxes, so sounds cool. I'm gonna do an unboxing, so be careful.
No, for sure. I'm gonna send you lots of things, and it'll make up for all that.
What's your shipping code? Because I still
I-
have mine, so
I'm gonna go. I'm making sure right here, right now, but I'm almost certain that the shipping code that I put into the chat just now is the one that will work. But I'm gonna go ahead here and try it myself while I'm online to make sure. I know there's one of them. Hold on. All right, let's go here. Choose. Go to.
capitalized
It does have to be capitalized.
does have to. Okay.
Case sensitive.
Case. You want to use like maybe like a Morse code for this or something, or how do you want
Okay.
to?
Yep. You have to
So
enter it by Morse.
I was wrong on the original code.
Okay.
Because my brain works in mathematical ways. This is the actual code. So for those people in the chat right now, and Katie did also, I know Katie did. You ordered this comic book and you paid $16 for shipping. I will give you extra stuff, obviously.
Hey, that's fine. I don't mind paying what I pay. Thank
No,
you.
I'm gonna give you extra stuff. Ridiculous. And also, Katie, I don't know if you got this message, but I was on your channel and we were talking about like comic books that were new, that were appropriate for children, and I felt like you felt like my comic book was appropriate for children. So I want to be like 100% up with you and be like, it's not.
I didn't think so. I didn't think
Okay.
so. This is
It's
something that I would give my son maybe like
14,
I
15.
think your
like
first one,
teenage, young
your first
teenage
one's pretty
age.
safe.
Yeah. I like. There's a lot of
I
violence.
don't
in
mind
my
books for
comic
teens. I don't, because then I have books for all ages as they get older. Like that's the plan as their birthday, comes up, especially for my son as he gets older. I'll give him some new comics, those comics when he has certain birthdays. So
Yeah. So, but I just wanted to be clear with you. Like, I don't. I wouldn't want you to like. Oh yeah, my 5-year-old kid. Check out this new
God.
comic book, and it's like some dude ripping another guy's head off. It's like, okay,
no. This is like 15, maybe 17. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know what goes in boys' heads. So
I would say if I was, I am. So I would say, I would say about 14 years old is where you could show 14, 15, and I'm very conservative, so you can trust that.
I can trust that.
Anyway, here's the trailer.
Just turn up your volume on the trailer, though.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, that's as loud as it goes, buddy. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Phenomenal Tales #1. It is a new comic book in the Phenomenon universe. You will get to find out about Minotaur, who is one of the main characters in the comic book. And if you want to back it now, it's only $10 for Phenomenal Tales #1. If you want to, go back and get the first issue, which you might have missed, it's $20 for the Jimmy Reyes cover, which is colored by Peter Gilmore, as well as all of the interiors of Phenomenal Tales #1. So go check that out if that is something that you are interested in.
Do you think those are?
What's that?
How many pages do you think those are?
Oh, well, Phenomenal Tales is 24 pages, and Phenomenon is it's 36 or 38. I have to go back and look, but it's like 36. I want to say pages.
Oh,
yeah,
it's good. I like it.
I always round up to the next though. So like, for instance, Phenomenon had 37 pages or something of character stuff, and then I had some biographies for characters in the comic book. So that's what I'm going to do with the next one too. Like, there's going to be some biographies in the background, so you can. It's not just the story. Like, you're going to have, pinups of characters and like what the powers of things they can do. If anybody ever read the old 60s Fantastic Four comic books, that's exactly what I'm going for. Like,
I love those, man. I want those in my book as well.
Yes.
They have those at the back of X-Force. I think Rook Exodus is a good example of modern Image comics that have those as well in the back. A lot of detailed extra bios and extra info.
Yes. That's my favorite thing. The old pinup with lines telling their superpowers. It's fantastic. Well, you know what? It's been a fantastic night, ladies and gentlemen. We're at the old 3-hour mark approximately. And everybody on here has been awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you for watching the channel. Thank you for watching everybody else's channel on here. We've got General Scab, Johnny Scab, his channel. Go subscribe to that if you can. And by if you can, I mean like I know you can. So go just type in Johnny Scab, no H, and you'll get it. Bing bang boom. We got Frederick Gumont. Go sign on to his channel as well. Frederick, if you want to post the your link to your channel in the chat here.
imakecomics.com. It'll take you to Rattel Comic, where you can find the art for my comic I'm working on, as well as a little bit of bio and info, and a nice progress bar page that shows you where I'm at in the drawing process of the comic book, as well as my socials and all that.
Fantastic.
I make comics. What is it?
Yeah, imakecomics.com. That's a forward address that'll take you to Rattel Comic.
Are you still doing a stream, Dr. Ben? Or are you going to pack it in?
Yeah. I just put the link down in the chat for the.
Oh, perfect.
Brilliant.
Dr. Ben's got the post Commando stream on his channel, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Ben's Comics. Dr. Ben, can you post the link to your channel in general as well down there so people can subscribe to it? And we've got Carbon Heart here, who's going to post the link to his OnlyFans in a second here. Go ahead, Carbon.
You can support me by praying.
There we go.
If you wanna support Carbon, then support Dr. Ben and Patrick, and that'll help Carbon out anyway, because it'll help their channels.
Correct.
I like praying. Praying.
So yeah, go to 69 Latin man 69 44 420 and support that. And sorry. And ladies and gentlemen,
Here we go.
Katie's the only one laughing at my jokes. And ladies and gentlemen, please go subscribe to Katie Did's channel. I'm going to share the link here if my mods don't hear. I'm finding it here. But Katie Did, you're amazing. You do so much for the Comicsgate community, and people underestimate you. And that's a good thing, actually, that you're underestimated. So, you know.
Well, I appreciate that so much.
Katie's a
I
legend.
do. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm just lucky to be here and lucky to have wonderful friends. So I'm very appreciative. Very blessed. Very blessed.
Right there, ladies and gentlemen, is Katie Did's channel. Go subscribe. Go like. Katie Did doesn't just do videos that, you know, of streams that she's in. She also like clips other people's videos and finds clips for you that are like super important for you to see. That's the best way I would describe what Katie Did does. Is she makes clips of videos that you normally wouldn't see or you would see without context, and she gives it there and provides it there. And so that's the best way.
She's like a better version of Comicsgate drama.
Yes, precisely.
Yeah. Yeah, him and I make a good team sometimes. So if he ever posts something and he doesn't have a clip, I'm like, well, it's actually right here, you know?
So he kind of relies on you, is what you're saying. Yeah.
Not really. He does well on his own, but there's times when he posts something and I'm like, well, I actually made a clip of this. If you want to put the link in the thread, that way people can go watch or something like that. Or
so is he like the
sometimes
X to your YouTube?
I guess you can say. But no, we don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just every so blue moon see something I'm like, oh, here, well, I actually got a clip of that, or this is where from at this timestamp if you need more context. So, and then when something kind of major, what was it, a while back, he had to post something that was uncomfortable for him to post. And he brought it to my attention first, and I said, "Look, I don't care. You're very straightforward and honest, and you don't pick a side. Do what you need to do. So I'm not worried about it." So, but it was the fact that he thought about it. So that was nice of him. So
yeah.
But anyway.
Well, so let's move on to the next subject, shall we? We've got Maine and Banji, and they've got their
Art knows him.
So the best part about this, folks, God, get a load of this. Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He's about to
Gorder,
say
Gorder. Something Gordon Gorder.